Yo, yo, yo. Welcome, everybody, to the AIM Downsights podcast, episode number 17. Let's go, guys.
That's one of my favorite numbers.
Is it?
I love number 17. Yeah.
That's a odd number to
I was just about to say, I want some context.
Is there any reason behind that? Yeah. Is there any
No,
context?
I really loved just the number 17. I don't know what it is.
Okay. I used to be a big fan on number 7, but that had to do with like baseball players and it's a lucky number too.
You know what, Panda? I love number 17 too.
I know. I saw your 17 jersey. I was like,
yeah. I was thinking, I like number 17 too, and I think that was XXX Tentacion favorite number 2, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong.
There you go.
17 sound familiar. Yes.
What's going on, guys? How you doing, Nero?
Man, I'm feeling good, man. Just been gaming, living in gaming paradise, trying to avoid this heat. Been 100 degrees in North Carolina, so absolutely ridiculous heat.
It is so bad here, man.
Today, and I'm just happy to be in my AC apartment. Besides my Series X kicking up heat every now and again, because it's a real next gen console. Yo, when you got that real,
you gotta push out the heat.
You gotta push it out, man. But
just when you get in that stable 60.
Hey, when you run in UE5 the way it's meant to be ran, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just been having a good time, man. I've been playing a bit of the first Descendant. Actually dropped a review / preview on the channel, guys. So after the podcast, or whenever you got free time, if you're interested in that game, I definitely recommend checking it out. Drop a like squad, early people that's in here. We got 42 people already. Hit that like button, man. Y'all know the goal. 100 likes per episode, man, or we quit.
Or we quit. We're going to get 99 and we're going to have to call it a day. 99,
like all the haters, like, yes.
Every episode, they're just going to sit at 99 every episode. Like,
hey, listen, if they do that, I'm making a new YouTube account just to get to 100.
How you doing, Panda?
I'm good. I have had a pretty great week, actually.
Nice.
Been playing some video games. Started the first Descendants, and we'll talk about it because we all ran into the outages this week for that game.
Yeah.
Rather sad. But I'm really enjoying that game, and I was saying before the show that this is like my replacement for Destiny because I loved Destiny 1, and I just didn't. Destiny 2 just didn't hit home with me like Destiny 1 did.
Same.
And this was kind of like, I'm really enjoying this. So yeah, I've been playing that. Have I been playing anything else? No, that's just, I think, First Descendants. A bit of Hypercharge this week, but First Descendants all the way. Yeah, that's really all I've been playing. And I saw my niece yesterday, so I'm all like loved up and happy. Oh, family.
Love that. Auntie. I will also say, I don't know why, but I've been in the Xbox 360 era type of mood when it comes to games. So I picked up Fear 2 recently on sale for like $5.
Oh, I saw that. I'm so proud. I'm so proud of you. Is that your first time playing Fear? Fear is one of the, in my opinion, one of the best all time scary type of games, man. I love that series.
I'm not gonna lie, like
scary, dude.
I was, blowing trees and this little ghost girl keep popping up. I'm like, yo, I shot her. Like, I don't do. I'm like, yo, listen, little ghost.
Violence against children, Nero.
What I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like,
even ghost children.
He didn't kill her, though. I can promise you. Spoiler alert. He didn't kill her.
Yeah, definitely did not kill her.
No ghosts were heard in the making of that movie.
Right.
Yeah, no kids was harmed. No kids was harmed. Yes. I hope everybody had a great 4th of July as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
You guys,
America, all kinds of stupid shit was going on with fireworks this past week. Absolutely,
Trump flag flying and I had a motherfucking
Isn't it just a dangerous time to do fireworks in America though? Like, is there a risk of like fire there?
Yes.
Actually?
Yeah. Lose fingers every single year.
Yeah.
We're just a tinderbox kindling. Let's just set all these fireworks off and see who survives.
In the South, people are very stupid here, so there's no fucks given whatsoever. No offense to anyone that lives in the South, but you guys know what I'm talking about. If you live down here, we love blowing shit up. That's just America.
People lose fingers every single year, Panda. Like no cap. One of my favorite NFL players. I forget his name. He played for the Giants. What was his name, man?
I know who you're talking about. I
You know
can't
who
think
I'm
of his name
talking
right
about.
now. I know
Yeah,
exactly
Terrell
who you're talking
Suggs.
about.
It's not him. That's not the guy.
Yeah.
Anywho, he blew his finger up in the same season. The very same season, he was out there playing with one less finger on his hand, swatting down balls on the D line, all type of silly stuff. So
that's why when you're worth that much money, you make someone else do it, man. You don't be the guy who
Exactly. You
likes
don't
that
do
shit.
it.
Let someone else do it.
Listen, I legit
man.
seen like a notification popped up on my phone, right? Some guy died on the 4th of July. He set a firework on his head. I don't know what type of firework. And I'm just like, yo, he went out like a true American. RIP that guy. I would argue no brains was in there from him doing that to begin with, but you know, rest up to that guy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
What about you though, Rhetri? What you been playing, brother?
Me, I finished Still Wakes the Deep. Took me a while, even though it's a very short game, but I finally finished it. Love that game. I think it's really good. Underrated. I think more people, if you're into horror, I think you should play it. If you like the movie The Thing, the original, not the fucking piece of crap remake, this should be right up your alley for that type of game. But yeah, that's pretty much what I've been playing. You like The Thing? I thought you were scared of stuff like that.
Well, I watched that as an adult, but like it's different. It's different when you're playing a video game and you're in control of the character and like they play the music and you're like, I don't have to walk this way if I don't want to.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, and they're are they redoing? Like I keep seeing stuff on Twitter. Are they redoing the video game The Thing?
Yes,
I think they are.
Yes,
right?
they are. Yes, that has leaked and it was pretty much confirmed, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm interested in that, and interested in another horror game. That's a topic. We'll get to that as well. I literally watched the trailer maybe like a few hours ago. I was going through our topics and catching up on everything, and I was like, "Yo, this seems interesting." So, a lot of just good games, man. Like just so many great games, man. So many good
there's
games.
definitely plenty for you guys to play out there. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to the first topic here. Man, I hate saying this, but fuck, was I right about this game? I absolutely fucking nailed it. I'm so glad I said this on a podcast because a while ago I said this fucking thing is. I played it for like 2 hours. I'm like, this thing's dead. This thing's not gonna last. And everyone came at me. Yeah. Everyone came at me. Capcom don't miss. Yes, I love Capcom. Yes, they fucking do. This is me getting off on the high of Capcom, and I'm like, man, they can't do anything wrong. And I played this game. I'm like, I was wrong. They definitely can.
But hold up though. But
go ahead.
That's their first time trying a live service game though. So
right. No, I don't want to look.
They would have played live service games to understand, and they probably had devs who had done live service games before.
I don't want to shit on Capcom because I want to give them flowers for doing something outside of their wheelhouse too. Like, you know what I mean? Like I want them to, try again.
They
like,
are doing
do
what
new things.
Sony devs are scared to do. Take risk.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
And that's why I respect them putting it in Game Pass. I showed up. I played it. I enjoyed a bit of it, but I'm
the reason it failed. I didn't.
It's Panda's fault.
It was waiting. They just needed one more player. And they
in case you guys don't know what we're talking about, we're talking about Exo Primo. If we didn't get that off, Exo Primo's seasonal content is ending. Capcom has confirmed this.
After season 4.
I told you guys. I said this on Boom's podcast. That's how long ago I said that. It just wasn't. The thing is, it was like it had mechs and dinosaurs, like two of my favorite things on the planet, and it still didn't work.
Neither one of them.
Neither one of them were great. Like, and the thing is, like, I was playing with Gallinston. I think I was playing with RSJ at the time too. And I was just like, I'm like, is it me? I'm like, is this game not fun, guys? Like, am I crazy? And everyone was like, nah, dude, it's not that good. So it wasn't just me. Yeah.
Fuck you.
Oh, fuck you. Damn. All right.
I love it. Thank you so much. You've got to get these two on the show. Thank you.
Definitely.
Was that from today, or was that an old one?
That was from like another week.
Okay.
Because I have my hair up today, so.
We actually would love to have some of our supporters on the show. If just reach out. Don't be afraid to ask. If you got a free Saturday or something like that, just hit one of us up, man. Definitely.
Yeah, 100%.
I would love to put a face behind some of these menaces out here.
But you don't have to be on camera if you don't want to. But we would love to see your pearly whites.
Fuck you to take an image of you. You really don't want to be on camera.
I was bullied into being on camera.
It's true. I did give Nero shit about being on camera. Yeah, I did do that. I'm sorry.
I'm just gonna say very quickly, like, at least they're keeping the servers open for those who do want to play. Eventually, they'll close them down, but like for those who want to play out season 4 content, it's available. I'm not surprised. Like, there's so many live service games. It has to be doing something unique, or it has to really catch you super quickly.
Right off the rip.
Yeah, right out the gate, in order for you to go, I want to go play more, because that's what my first Descendants has done for me. I'm like, oh, it's really easy to play this game.
That is such a good
and get into a game.
Yeah, I mean, this game's only a year old too, man. Like, this is literally July of last year. This came out, and it's already. I said too. I was like, this is gonna, like, within a month, the community is gonna leave this game, and that's pretty much exactly what happened. Capcom said the game attracted 1 million players in its first 2 weeks, and I'm guessing there was 1 million less 2 weeks after that.
Right.
The plot of Exoprimal revolves around vortexes that have started appearing on Earth, each of which possess a danger to the planet when hordes of dinosaurs and genetically modified variants called, I don't even know what the fuck, Nasars, come out of them. Either way, look, it's a premise that... should have worked. Like, the premise sounds, on paper, this game sounds fucking phenomenal. It sounds great. Execution, not so good.
Not so much.
Well, all I'm just going to say here, because I'm going to throw some shade at Cliffy B, it did better than Lawbreakers. It had more staying power than Lawbreakers.
Yeah.
It did better than Last of Us Factions too, as well.
I mean, Last of Us Factions.
It did exist. It existed.
It existed for a bit. I will say that, personally, I love Capcom. I am a Capcom fan.
I do too. 100%.
I kind of wish they would have put that money into a Dino Crisis remake. And that's why I supported the game the way I did.
That's why I was excited about it, because all I could think about was Dino Crisis. Yep.
I'm like, we asking for Dino Crisis, and this is the shit we get. But
I just want to point out what Def Leopard said is the first Descendants is what Destiny tries to be.
Tries to be.
2, Destiny 2 specifically, 100%.
And it runs best on Xbox.
The best box. Win. RDNA 2, bitches.
RDNA 2, baby. Real RDNA 2, baby. Not a lot of consoles got that bitch. Like, you know.
Yeah, what's the frame rate running on the Series X? It was pretty high, wasn't it?
Yeah, like at 60, I believe.
60, and there might be an odd, like, 1 or 2 frame drop. And even the Series S is locked.
Mm-hmm. You know what I hate?
Is there an unlocked version? I could have swore I saw on Twitter today someone hitting like 90 frames. Am I crazy?
Maybe. I'm not sure.
Maybe.
Okay. Maybe there might be a reason.
There's like 3 performance modes on the X. There's fidelity, balanced, and performance, right? And one has ray tracing that you can turn on and off. I haven't put ray tracing on because I'm like, I want my 60, and I do not.
Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. You guys know I'm a graphic whore.
Cancel him in the chat.
I put it in fidelity mode. I put it in fidelity mode. I turned on ray tracing. I turned on motion blur, and that game is still smooth. I forgot I was playing that.
It's a locked 30 on the X, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's a
and
locked
that ray
30.
Tracing is nice as well. So.
It's nice, but I do know that not on because the PS5 has crashing issues when you've got ray tracing on. I know some people are experiencing crashing issues with the Series X with ray tracing on as well.
Not me.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, let's go for a consensus from the panel. Is this a better photo? Do I like this more? What are your thoughts on this?
I kind of like the other one a little bit better.
I personally think this one is gorgeous.
I look like I'm sneezing. I look like I'm like about to sneeze.
You're right. You're thinking about sneezing. Like it's coming.
Holding it in. Oh.
Facts. The PS5 version was definitely running at 30%.
Can I say that this fact that the frame rate couldn't have come out at a better time after Digital Foundry did that video about how most games play better on the
Thank you for bringing them up.
That's a good point.
I don't want to slander them, but I just feel like if the performance was the other way around and First Descendant was running bad on Xboxes, right? I feel like they would have had that technical breakdown out right now, today. But whenever a game comes out and it's running worse on PlayStation, they drag their feet until they get patched and fixed, and then they do the technical
and then they do the video. Yeah,
like they're not slick, yo. This is an Unreal Engine 5 third-person looter shooter. Why is this not having a technical breakdown day one? You got to ask those type of questions. And I like Digital Foundry. I get them flack because if anything,
I think they're a good service. Like I'm glad they exist. You know what I'm saying?
They are owned by IGN though. They are owned by IGN. So,
I do fucking hate that.
I hate that, but I mean, we gotta speak facts here. You know, I like them and I support what they do, but I mean, it do be some bullshit situations going on with them. Like, why?
I will say that they did say that they tend to see that UE5 games do run better.
Yeah,
on
they
Xbox.
did say that,
and they were saying that because of the additional compute units.
Yes,
that the Series X has.
I gotta tell you, Panda too.
And it's like,
thank Christ, because there's a fucking ton of UE5 games that the devs
Halo's
under
going
Xbox
to UE5, right?
Yeah,
so.
I mean that was
and this
the
game
latest
is
rumor.
UE5, and we're seeing a good 60. And usually UE games are they're not the best at hitting 60. They're 30 is where they sit with their fidelity, and they push.
Do we know which version of UE5? Because the older versions after. Because 5.3 changed. They're in 5.4 right now, but 5.3 improved a lot of this stuff. Yeah. So I wonder where they are sitting at version-wise.
5.3 or 4, one of the two.
Yeah, because it's just going to get better. Look, I said it for a while. Like, we wanted to blame the engine. Maybe it wasn't the engine. Maybe it was just lack of knowledge on the engine.
So do gaming engines. They mature.
Absolutely.
I agree with Def Leppard. He said UE5 is hitting its stride. I agree.
Yep.
But see, this goes back to my
That's two shooters. That's two shooters in a row that are playing it fine.
Yep.
On Xbox. Maybe not the other guy.
But. Okay, so my beef with this as well, right? Because I don't want to. This is not just me slandering. All right, but why didn't Still Wakes the Deep get a gaming breakdown? And this is what frustrates me.
Yeah.
How do you pick and choose? How do you break down Kenner Bridge of Spirits? It's a PlayStation exclusive. You broke down Stray. That was a PlayStation Stray. And I'm a Stray fan. Shout out Jay Duke. He hooked me up with that out of the blue. I fucking enjoyed it. I reviewed it. I love Stray. But how do you do a breakdown of an Unreal Engine 4 cat game, but not an Unreal Engine 5 horror game based on a fucking oil rig in the ocean? I just like I guess I'm just kind of confused. This is like what games is gonna get done and what games just get skipped over, because I feel like Descendant deserved a full breakdown. That is using Lumen.
Another one.
That is using what is the ground texture detail buzzword they use for UE5? Nanite. Nanite. They didn't even speak on it, because when they did the Stray breakdown,
that's a good game
I was like, okay, sweet.
I did enjoy Descendant, yeah.
My mindset was like, okay, if they broke down Stray, they got to break down Tunic. Never happened. They got to break down Death's Door. Never happened. They got to break down Descendant. Never happened. They got to break down
Death's Door is actually shocking to me because it was so damn popular. Like I can kind of understand.
But you know what it is? It was on Xbox first.
Yeah,
Tunic was on Xbox first.
Of course.
Still Wakes the Deep is in Game Pass. It's like whenever a game is like marketed heavily on Xbox, it's like it kind of gets skipped over. And I don't want to say this is facts, but ain't nobody else gonna call it out. I'm gonna call it out. Like, bro, especially these indie games. Descendant was a fucking Unreal Engine 5 masterpiece in my opinion.
Dude, I really like that game.
No love, yo.
I loved it.
I really like that game. I think it's another game just like kind of like Still Wakes the Deep that's just never going to get the flowers it deserves. So if you haven't played Descendant, go play Descendant. It's one of those, like, it's a great palate cleanser game, man. Like it's just cool. It's just a great game. Good story in it too. If you
Cocoon was great as well.
Cocoon, that's another one.
That game was fantastic. Cocoon. Finished that 100% of that.
That's one of my proudest 100% completion games. Like, I love
that's a tough one. That's a tough one to 100%. I don't think I got 100% on that one. That's a tough one. So
yeah, I enjoyed it.
And I use no guide, yo. Like when I tell you those puzzles,
they were
those puzzles are tough, dude. I'm telling you right now. I mean, it's the guy. I think that was the guy who made Inside, right? I believe. Yeah. Which is why I knew that fucking game was going to be
right at the end when you're doing that last sort of bit where you have to with the diamonds and you have to time your shots and it goes back down if you don't. That was so annoying. The way they kept switching, I was like, "Son of a gun!" I got there though. I got there. I persevered, and then I completed it.
I kind of think that guy's a genius. I really do. Especially after playing that game, I'm like, how the fuck do you think of this stuff on these different, if you've never played the game, just different levels? Like it's very layered game, and I do not know how they came out with this stuff. So
beautiful
shout out to those guys.
Beautiful sound design, like just my cup of tea, yo.
It was like the Inception design of it. Like you go into the next one, you go into the next one, and you had to really think about how you played it and designed and like. Some of the things I was just like
multiple dimensions essentially had to think about.
How am I meant to figure this out? And then you'd be like, I'll just try this random thing, and it worked. And it was such a good game.
We're called aim down sights, but we do more than just aim down sights. As you can see, we all played and beat Cocoon. Like I would argue, some of those type of games take more willpower, dedication, heart, grit, and grind than it do to just hop on Call of Duty or Apex or Fortnite. Not diminishing the skill it takes from being a shooter, but some of these single player games is very challenging. And Cocoon is one of those games. Even the Ascent, not a lot of people beat the Ascent to this day. One of my favorite games of all time. So good, yo. So good.
So underrated, dude.
So underrated.
God damn, I just love that universe. I got it, dude. That is up there with Cyberpunk for me.
I agree.
Oh my god, I love the visuals they did.
I still need to finish that game because I love it, but I was like, I enjoy playing with other people. That game's so much fun playing with other people because I spent the whole time going, "Get good, guys, come on."
Tell her about that final boss, yo.
I can imagine because
I play that solo too. Some of those bosses were
doing that game is hard, and I'd never played a game like that. Because I don't usually play like the twin sticks.
The twin sticks, yeah.
Either do I. That's the game. This is why I love Game Pass. This is why. Because that got me into a whole new genre I never would have fucking touched. I'm like, I'll try it. And I was like, whoa, I like this. The Ascent is just fucking fire, dude.
Yeah, Game
and
Pass,
the soundtrack is fucking fire.
Beautiful,
it's so good.
Game Pass, that got me into twin stick shooters. The Last Case of Benedict Fox got me into Metroidvania.
I 100%ed the Last Case of Benedict Fox.
That's a good game. I like that.
It was a good game.
That game was kind of hard too, man.
It
was
was
hard.
I feel like for its because have they done platforming before this dev who made that game? Because I feel like their next one would be even better. I'm trying to remember, but there was a bit of jank in that game. But I was like, for a first game, it was quite impressive, and it was a very small dev team as well. But yeah, so good. So
the visuals on that game were really. I like the visuals probably more than I like the gameplay. I think
I love the visuals.
Really,
I love
pretty.
I will say the gameplay was kind of clunky too.
Yeah, it was clunky.
I love the darkness.
It was almost delayed. I felt like when I hit my button, it was like a legit delay I could measure, and when you could like measure it in your head. That's a problem. I think that's why a lot of people kind of gave up on it.
If you played Halo with me and I'm like on the other side of the world in the middle of nowhere and my ping is fucking ridiculous, it's like normal when I'm playing that game. I'm like, oh, this is normal. I'm so used to it, not registering what I'm doing.
I have experienced that with Panda. Like we switched people up and then I was like, oh, damn, Panda. Now I feel your pain because I started to see and feel what she was talking about, how bad the ping was. I think it's when I hosted, because then it started happening to me on the reverse. And I was like, holy fuck, I don't even know how you play like this with people online. But that just goes to show you how good she is at the game. So get good, guys.
Say the person who did won every game on Hypercharge last weekend. Dominated every game. But I think
thank you for reminding me, Panda. I actually forgot about that.
When I host, dominate.
I mean,
so
Nero. I wouldn't say anything. I wouldn't say anything.
It's a bit of a stretch.
Nero tried us.
You disappeared. This motherfucker legit fell asleep, I think, again.
Yo, listen, first of all, that's a bit of a fucking stretch. All right. Domination, come on. First of all, it was a free for all. That's because y'all two was teaming up.
I did.
We didn't team up
at all.
Come on now.
Rhetri. I would kill 4 or 5 times in a row. You'd be like, you're killing me, and then see my name.
I was thinking to myself,
listen,
in hypercharge with the community. I said, well, hopefully next time Panda and Rhetri takes me to a movie, take me to dinner, I like to be wine and dine before I'm fucked. Before you fuck me
you know
like
what
that.
I said? I said to Rhetri after you had fallen asleep, I was like, did we tell him to update
Come on
his
with the
control
falling
scheme
asleep
so
shit,
it's
yo.
easier to say?
My internet went out.
I was like,
Oh,
Reese, did he do it
You were
again?
still, your internet went out, but you were still in the party. And your power went out, but you were still in the party.
That is
you
so
just weren't
odd.
responding.
That is so weird.
Panda
Throwing
calling you
shade,
out.
mate.
Crazy, yo. That's crazy. I don't know how
Listen,
that works. That's weird.
I don't want to dissuade anyone from playing with us. We had a fucking fantastic
That
time.
We had so much fun.
That is never happened. I've never won every fucking game all night. That's probably never going to happen
Reese
again.
was so happy when he was beating me.
Reese,
and then
every
be like,
time Reese beat
Reese is
Panda,
another
he
one.
let Panda know.
I feel like everybody was
and
just
then
attacking
Panda
me. Fuck
reminded
you.
him when she put him
Like-
back in his place.
Even Becca was attacking me out of no fucking where. I'm like, yo, what is your problem?
From above.
Everybody was from above.
Reese,
Like, yo.
Reese was always Reese and Panda. If you don't know where you died from, just look up because they're
just look
fucking
up.
always up top. They're
look
always up top, bro.
How you learned to play though, Rhetri? You just copied
Yes.
all my moves.
I
And you're
totally-
Like,
I'm
get
like,
up high, hide
dude,
somewhere, and just kill the fuck out of
There's
people.
spots I didn't even know it existed till Panda like shoots me from like
Right.
in the
I'm like, yo,
fucking
how
in
is
some
she
dark
behind that
corner.
spray can up here. Like, why is she up there?
Yeah,
Behind the fucking
behind the
Tide
Tide
bottle.
bottle. Behind the
Behind the
Tide
Tide bottle, hiding behind the fucking toothpaste on the sink. Like, I'm like, yo, this son of a gun. Yo, real quick, because I left this comment up for way too long, and I just realized, Game and Fire, I definitely do not agree with that mindset. He said, I stopped touching Game Pass since it's some weird mindset that Xbox gamers don't buy games.
Fuck that. Lean into it.
Fuck that. Lean into that. Don't change how you choose to play your games because
Exactly.
random ass people online is telling you what's like, yo, fuck that. Don't let
Yo, be
nobody
proud. Be proud of the fact that you're
shit.
saving money. Yeah, be proud of the fact that you can be in the gaming conversation at a quarter of the cost. That's something to brag about, not something to hide. Fuck them.
Yeah,
You
don't be
are
ashamed of
supporting the
that.
devs when you play Game Pass. You are supporting the devs.
Definitely.
So don't let those. Yeah.
That be also proud that you aren't wasting your money on games that you might not like and not be able to get refunded. Physical games are going poof, and the utility of hand sales is disappearing. And so, if you're on the PlayStation, you're fucked because they hate refunds. But at least on the Xbox sides, they're a little bit better. But you can try the game. It's like when I used to go to I'd say Video Easy, which would be Blockbuster over in States, and you would just rent a video game, play it for a week, take it back, but you didn't choose to invest all the money in that game until you had tried it. And that's what I love about Game Pass.
Bingo.
To try the games, decide if you want to put money down on them or not, and then also increase your like variety of games that you experience and just expand your horizons and what it means to be a gamer.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, Panda.
Man, just be happy. Just be happy with whatever you do in life. Don't let nobody, especially strangers online,
don't let anyone
dictate
influence you.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, fuck
Shanti
IGN,
says-
fuck you.
Yeah, fuck
Shanti
IGN
says-
as well. Yeah.
Every time I buy a game, I regret it. There have been a lot of purchases in the last few years that I regretted. I was like, damn, I should have just waited for it to either be on sale or to hit Game Pass. So yeah, I do that sometimes. Like I have to, full disclosure, sometimes I will sit on something hoping it will hit Game Pass. And you know what? And if anyone has a problem with that, go fuck yourself. Like I don't care. I don't care. Like I have X amount of money to spend on gaming. We got bills to pay. We got real life shit going on. So
I'm
don't
sorry,
be ashamed
we're
of
adults.
saving money.
Like I don't. I'm.
Adults adulting.
Don't let anybody tell you how to spend your money. It's your money.
100%.
You earned it. You spend it the way you fucking want.
And trust us, devs is not putting their games on Game Pass if it's not beneficial to them. So
Yeah.
you playing their
They're
game
getting
on
back.
Game
Hey,
Pass.
999 said that as well.
Yep.
It's,
That's why I
it's
got
funny.
it.
It's funny. Thank you for saying that in chat and bringing that up, Nero. It's funny how quickly people forget. They had to agree to that deal. It's not. No one forced these devs to sign any deals for the bag that they got from Xbox. They agreed to it, which means they also thought it was a good deal for them as a small developer, which I think is great. Like
There are so many developers that have just got so much spotlight on their games as a result that would have never got spotlight on those games without it being there. And yes, Game Pass isn't for every developer, and it is a two-way conversation. Both parties have to be there and agree to it.
Absolutely.
And so play the games you want to play.
I agree.
Yeah. Yep. Facts. This next story is funny to me. Netflix's Horizon Zero Dawn series reportedly scrapped after, well, maybe the second part isn't funny. The first part is. After allegations against Umbrella Academy showrunner, the live action show is apparently no longer happening. Netflix's Horizon Zero Dawn show is reportedly no longer going forward after a string of allegations surrounding planner showrunner Steve Blackman. Netflix and series owner Sony for what? I missed something.
No, that just caught me off guard because I guess the allegation part went over my head. I thought they just canceled it because it's boring as fuck and nobody gives a fuck about Aloy or that boring ass.
Well, that's why I thought it was funny.
That's why I thought it was funny too until I heard the allegation. You see, I was doing my evil laugh and hand rub until allegation.
The show was probably going to be better than the game.
I mean, that's
because they would have had to add substance to it. Yeah. Right? They would have had to, some of the game had substance, but like they would have added more substance to keep you hooked. Like the beginning story of what happened to her, that is a good opening.
I think the story is cool. I still like the story. But I don't disagree with the whole Aloy being boring as F after after the first 10 minutes of the game. That is absolutely true. But
did they say what the allegations were, or?
Let me see. Netflix series owner and Sony first announced plans to adapt Aloy's nearest future escapades last year in a live-action series featuring probably wonky CGI for starring dinosaur robots. Casting news, details, and even a title were all under wraps, but we did know that Umbrella Academy showrunner Steve Blackman would be leading the project, rumored to have been called Horizon 2074, stupid name. Rolling Stone's Cheyenne Roundtree now reports that Horizon Zero Dawn series has been scrapped alongside another original series that Blackman was developing with the streamer after allegations that he created a chaotic and toxic workplace, getting canceled in 2024 in real time. So the Rolling Stone reports states that 12 former staff members accused the showrunner of a long history of toxic bullying, manipulative, and bad behavior issues, essentially, in the workplace, while Blackman's spokesman says the claims are entirely untrue and completely absurd. I don't know. I get like one or two coming forward, but 12?
A dozen? That's wild.
Shit.
It's crazy.
I don't know, man.
And I want to say I'm not surprised because it starts at the top. The media swept up when those Sony executives was arrested for that child P word that they was doing, all that sick activities. It starts at the top. This is not surprising. Sony is disgusting. No offense to the regular PlayStation fans out there, but I done came across some disgusting fanboys that I will name drop because fuck you. If you send unsolicited dick pics to women and devs, that's disgusting. J-Tech, you're disgusting. Guapzilla, you're disgusting. Out here making rape jokes about if a woman has an orgasm during rape, is it really rape because she enjoy? Like, what type of mindset is that? Remind you, this guy was 30 plus years old tweeting this shit. The tweets are still out there. It's not hard to find. That's one thing, you can't erase your history from the internet. You can't erase screenshots, no matter how much you try to. And the thing that pissed me off is these people. I'm 25. I know not to do that dumbass shit. Even when I'm 18 and 19, I know not to do that dumbass shit. So when you got 30, 40-year-old people doing this disgusting behavior, it's absolutely embarrassing. And you still see these very same people who did this shit in Twitter spaces, the PlayStation pony community still support them. As long as you say fuck Xbox, no matter what you do, no matter what you did,
it's a W.
No matter how sick you are, you're okay with the pony conjugation as long as you say fuck Xbox. So you can make fun about women, make jokes about women being raped, which is disgusting. Almost make me sick to my stomach. It really gets my blood boiling because it's like it should be no room for this shit in gaming. You know, the sexism, the racism, the sexist shit, the all this bullshit that come around. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit is disgusting. You know, and I'm not saying that the Xbox fanboys don't do shit too. Like it's disgusting people all around. So it's not
They're
just
not doxing their patients,
but we're definitely not doing
on a surgical table.
Exactly that too. Like, yeah, I forgot about the pony doctor. What a fucking idiot!
Yeah,
he should have lost all his credentials. The fucking pony doctor out here, yo.
Crazy,
I just love how the gaming community went to the like hospital and like review bombing the hospital.
Yeah, they should, yo.
And he was upset about people targeting his job, and I'm like, you brought your
fuck
job
around and find out, bro.
Like,
that's why you don't fuck around on the internet like that. Fuck around and find out. I'm glad that guy.
All I'm gonna say is like, kudos to the fact that they're stepping away because of this, but I still don't understand why Aloy was being pushed so hard. I really don't.
I think Aloy is something that she's not. I think they see it as a tentpole. They absolutely want her to be I mean, that's why they're going Lego.
You know what would be a better story? Oh my god, why can't I think of the game? The one with the zombies.
Days Gone. Yo,
Days Gone.
Lego Days Gone.
Better show.
Yo, Panda, they need to hire you. Fuck, that's a great idea. Even a God of War Lego game.
God of War
Lego game. Like, I mean, anything other than fucking Horizon. That bitch is so fucking boring. Like, yo, she's ass. I'm sorry, not sorry. And Avatar Frontiers look better than both of those Horizon games. Like, and they got ray tracing. Like Horizon series.
You're gonna get us cancelled for that comment, Nero.
Which one? Which one? I said a lot.
You're gonna have to narrow it down. Which one are you talking about?
Just the last bit. Just the last bit about
about her being boring.
No. The last bit about the fact that Avatar Frontiers looks better.
Oh, it does. I mean, it does. You know, it's
like I stand by that.
I know, but you can't say that because
in the performance and quality. Look, all right, I'm gonna say this: Horizon is not as fucking graphically impressive as people think it is. It don't have ray trace global illumination that baked in as lighting. I don't even think it got a dynamic day and night cycle. I might be wrong on that. We know Spider-Man 2 definitely didn't. You feel what I'm saying?
I don't think it's
like,
dynamic.
It don't have ray tracing. Like, what the fuck is impressive about it? Avatar's Frontier has ray trace global illumination and reflections in the performance mode at 60 and the 30 FPS quality mode. Like that, to me, that is some graphically impressive shit. Boring ass Aloy running around in checkerboard 4K, not fucking doing shit, but shooting a whack ass bow at fucking metal clank robots all day. That shit is ass, bro. The most overrated franchise I've ever witnessed in my 25 years of gaming. It's trash. I'm sorry. For those 6 people that like it, enjoy it. Fucking enjoy it. It's fucking ass, yo. Ragnarok is fucking ass. 2018, they had something going. Atreus is boring as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Last of Us and Ratchet.
I like that game. I couldn't stand that kid. I was like, when do I get to murder my son? Because I'm about to throw this motherfucker off a cliff.
I wish my son would talk back to me on a boat.
Raising someone else's kid. Spoilers alert. Sorry.
Spoiler alert. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh, so Atreus isn't his son?
Nope.
Hey, let's spoil it. Fuck it. Because, I was thinking like, first of all,
I'm all in on this.
What's sick?
We being messy today.
What sick sadistic woman would fuck Kratos when he's literally covered in the ashes of his dead? Your skin is your ashes of your dead family. And you're gonna let him put that ashy ding dong and you like that's disgusting. Like, what's up with
Nero?
That's
I'm gonna say something.
Now we're gonna get canceled.
I
didn't ashy ding dong
for an ashtray. Okay.
Yeah, like imagine having sex with an ashtray. That's basically what you do if you fucking sleep with Kratos. You're literally fucking an ashtray. You might as well go get an ashtray full of cigarette butts and cigarettes and just make love to it because that's what you're doing, yo. Like, I'm sorry, Kratos is overrated. He can't beat Doom Guy, so let's start there. But we're not gonna go down that rabbit hole.
Yeah, we are. I mean, we already know we can't. Yeah.
We went down a rabbit hole.
We always do.
This is what happens when everyone on the panel's got ADHD.
I know.
Hey, I'm just saying.
There's no one here to balance us. What is happening? Panda's the one who balances us.
I'm just tired of people acting like these PlayStation protagonists. First of all, Senua, a fuck up Aloy, and motherfucking Abby, and motherfucking Ellie. I mean, Abby is better than Ellie.
To fight Senua in real life.
Yeah, they don't want that, man.
No,
she was
getting
getting punched by a grown ass man getting back up. Like, anytime.
Facts, dude.
Like, damn, you know, back in the day when you strike, they would stay down. She don't stay down. Yo, I'm getting canceled, yo.
I
was really knowing you.
He keeps one-upping himself. I was like, oh, I'm going to cancel for that. Nope, that's the one. That was the one.
I'm sorry, man. That's the one. That's the one. That's the one, yo.
You just use what you need to do, Nero. You need to do a short and clip all your cancel moments.
That's right, yo.
Oh, man.
Do a combination of all the cancel moments.
What do they say, Nero? Step up like a man. You're gonna knock the fuck out like 1, 2. All right.
Equal rights equals lefts. Because she was catching them lefts.
Equal rights, equal fights.
I say all that to say if Abby or Ellie got punched like that by a man, they would not get up, yo. Like,
oh my god.
Shout out to Ellie and Abby though. I like Last of Us. One of the best franchises ever.
Blah.
Coming from
not for me.
Nice. but you like God of War, Ratchet and Clank though. See, now I got beef with you.
No, I love Ratchet and Clank. I love Ratchet and Clank.
It's not better than Psychonauts.
No, I think Psychonauts is better, but I still like Ratchet and Clank.
I got my W. That's all I wanted, man.
Yeah.
Lyric, thank you for this comment in the chat. Halo is interesting as the back of a cornflakes box.
Regular cornflakes too. Just the plain cornflakes you gotta add sugar on. Like that's how boring.
No Frosties. Just plain.
Just plain. No frosted, no nothing. Just plain, yo.
Yeah.
She is so. And I'm sorry, but she's ugly too.
Don't go there.
Sorry, I'm not going there.
Where?
Look, Abby is beautiful. Ellie is beautiful.
You canceled a game now.
Abby is beautiful. Ellie is beautiful. Senua is beautiful. Lara Croft is beautiful. Aloy is just like
life.
She's mid. Like she's mid as fuck. Like I'm like, yo, what?
Just
what
a regular ass looking woman.
I can see if you was boring. No, don't ever disrespect regular looking women like that in your fucking life. Regular women are
that's
fucking
what you're
beautiful.
Saying right now. I'm fucking going against you, idiot.
She's not a regular looking woman. She's an ugly woman.
Oh, I don't know if I'm going with you.
I just got beef with you.
Yeah.
You think?
Hey, shout out to Horizon. When I get my PS5 Pro, I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it because I'm gonna support it. PlayStation fans don't support games. They don't buy games. The attachment rates never, reflect the actual sale chart. So I'm gonna support it, man. I'm just not a big fan of Horizon, man. I think it's cool though. I like the concept. Me personally, I'm just like, how can you have a game about giant metal robots be so fucking boring? That's my only beef. On paper, it sounds like, yo, this is the perfect setup for a great game, for a great franchise. And then when you play it and see what it actually is, it's like, yo, this shit is fucking boring. Like, I'm sorry that I've been spoiled by great female protagonists. And we don't have to leave PlayStation to see great female protagonists. We can stay right in PlayStation and you'll see that. Like I said, Ellie and Abby are goated. Great. I know a lot of people hate Abby, but her story makes sense. Her what she wanted to do makes sense. Now the writing is piss poor in Last of Us Part 2, but I understand what she was doing. You know what I'm saying?
Get a hole in one and use some golf clubs.
Hey, and she did it. Hey, she set out on a mission. That's why I respect Abby, man. A lot of people, stop hating on Abby, yo. She set out to avenge her father, and she stood on fucking business. You know who didn't stand on business? Ellie. She ain't stand on business. Abby had a mission to go kill who killed her father. She completed her mission. Ellie had a mission to go avenge Joel, and she got to the beach, and she looked at the waves and said, you know what? Leave. I'm through with this. I lost my finger. I lost Joel. I don't want to lose
your fingers to fireworks.
Hey, if they would have dropped the game on 4th of July, it would have made a lot of sense, yo.
That's why. It was the 4th of July. Now we know. Now we know the real story. Now I like the story. See, I always thought the story was shit.
This is a great turn of events.
Lyric.
Lyric.
Facts.
Hey, look.
Yeah. Okay. Usually it's Reese saying that too. Now it's Lyric. So
Lyric.
Reese has been out.
Reese must be
happy
sleeping.
Birthday to Reese, man, brother, man, Reese.
Yeah, happy birthday, man.
And happy heavenly birthday to Lyric brother as well, man. So a lot of good birthdays. My grandfather's birthday is tomorrow. Happy birthday to him.
Nice.
My teenage friend who passed away, he drowned. Happy birthday to him. His birthday was on the 3rd. So a lot of birthdays in a row, man. So
there's a lot of us with cancer. I mean, we are cancer. Like,
yeah.
I'm a cancer on society. So
same. You see me, I'm about to get us all canceled over here.
You're getting cancelled. I'm Cancer.
Yeah.
I'm the big C. You're the little C.
There's Farq. Yeah.
I just wanted to quickly say shout out to everyone watching live. Thank you so much. Hit that like button if you're enjoying the show. Just put something like hashtag fuck IGN in the chat, or cancel Nero in the chat.
Yeah, put hashtag cancel Nero.
Yeah.
We're
Stay awake, Nero.
We're gonna
stop falling asleep when we're playing Hypercharge Nero.
Yeah, that too.
0 and 12 Nero.
First of all, we got 60 people on YouTube with 35 likes. What the fuck is y'all doing? Get that up to 50.
They heard you.
I know 10 of them is haters.
Show say that if we have to hit 100 likes, and they're gonna keep it at 99.
You son of a bitch.
This might be our last show because Nero's like, we're not coming back if we don't get 100.
Yeah, man, we're not coming back if we don't get 100. Like, what are we doing here? But nah, for sure, shout out to everybody watching, yo, for sure. 125.
Appreciate you guys.
We're just getting started. Unhinged. Yeah. Nero drinking beers this is what you get.
This is what you get. 2 weeks in a row.
2 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
We're getting canceled.
All right, let's move on to the first Descendant, because you guys played a lot of this, and I want to hear your opinions on this. But there was a VGC article saying the first Descendant made me realize I've had enough of live service shooters. It said, good quality or not, online time sinks have reached a breaking point, and it sounds like he's having issue with the grind in this game.
Oh my
so
God.
As someone who I've only put in like an hour and a half into this game, but it's like you guys have put way more time into this. So I kind of want to get your opinions on. I've heard, I'm getting the whiffs of pay to win type of things going on around with this game. I'm hearing some people absolutely fucking love this game, and then even in our comments section on YouTube, some people are like, yeah, this game is not it. I'm not liking it. I'm not enjoying it. So this kind of seems like a little bit of a divisive game. Maybe I'm reading too much into it and the internet stuff that I've seen so far, but I'm not sure.
As gamers, like, you know what you like and what you don't like, and if you don't like a game, you don't like a game. And like for me, I am really selective with my live service games because of the time.
Right.
And so I'm really thoughtful around, like, I'll try it, and if I don't like it, uninstall it. I think there's a high saturation of it in the market, which is frustrating, but when you find a game that you connect with and you enjoy, you're going to go back and play it. And there are a lot of people enjoying this game. Like I said, the ease, like the smoothness of it, the gunplay, the ability to adjust everything you need to adjust. I really am enjoying playing this game and playing with other people. The whole pay to win thing I find interesting. Like, it's more like pay to level up upgrade, because there's no real pay to win.
I mean, you can still grind,
PvP,
right?
You're playing PvE.
It reminds me of Warframe when it comes to
it is 100% Warframe.
It's all optional, and at the end of the day, to get a free to play game, first of all, it's not perfect. The servers, I think, because it's free to play. The servers got hit. I mean, it's a really good game. Anybody that plays it can say, "Yo, this is a good game. It has potential." Even if it's not for you, you know what I'm saying? If it's not for you, it's like, okay, cool. But the person who wrote that article, I'm like, that was written like a true fake gamer, in my opinion, because it's like
Dreamcast guy's video on it as well.
Well, they're talking about hilarious. Like, let me just read something that he does say. The first Descendant, he says, is a fine game. It is fun shooting. It looks great, and it moves along at a satisfying pace. It's not too difficult. It's not clumsy. It's an enjoyable experience. They say you can watch 30 minutes of us playing it below, and you can see that the game.
What the fuck would I want to watch you playing it if you fucking bitching about playing it, you stupid son of a bitch.
Yeah, they say they can't poke too many holes into it from a bread and butter technical perspective. It's also entirely broken my desire for live service shooters. I think it's the crafting materials, the grinding that they have an issue with. But dude, I have an issue with you having an issue with it if it's a fucking free to play game. It's a free to play game. Like, is this where we're at now? Like, now where we get free shit too? Like, it's got to be like they can't do this sort of grinding stuff now too, or you can't pay. Like, how the fuck do you expect them to make any money, you tard knuckle? Like, what are we talking about here? Like, dude, are we this entitled now as fucking gamers where we just want no grinding? Like, it's got to be free from beginning to end. Like, I just don't understand takes like this, to be honest.
Even a game like Hypercharged, if you want to unlock everything's unlockable for free in that game, right? You have to fucking grind.
Yes.
Like, you have to play at the higher difficulties. You have to put quite a bit of time in to unlock everything in that game. And this is just a looter shooter. Like, what did you expect around that? They're giving you everything free to play, and then you need to unlock, or you can take the easy way and you can pay. And I've listened to people review this and they were like, I bought one character and I'm not going to buy any more because I actually really enjoy this game. I want to grind to earn the other characters, the other Descendants. And so I think everyone's got varying opinions on this. I think
grind is what keeps you engaged.
I like this one. Gavin says,
sorry,
is it considered? He says, is it considered pay to win after spending $70 for a free to play game? that's a you problem, Gavin said. I'm not surprised you did that, but that sounds definitely like something you would do.
But I mean, you look at that. If it's a free to play game, you have an opportunity to spend as much in that game as you would if you were buying that game outright, right? You could go $70 is my cap, and that's all I'm going to spend on this game, and the rest you can just earn as you play. So it's just the same as buying another game and paying.
Those same people will go out and pay for Concord and sing like it's such a great, amazing game.
I can't wait to see the Concord side of this.
The same guy would be praising Concord, right?
It was totally worth the $40, and I love the skin so much. I'm spending more than $70 by the time I'm done. Yeah.
My thing, what First Descendant, right? I'm sorry, Panda.
No, go
real quick.
Yeah, speak on the game.
Take your time, Nero. Take your time.
Yeah, the game is not perfect, but it's damn sure close to it, in my opinion. Now, like, some of the missions can get repetitive, redoing the same handful of things. My thing with the First Descendant that I love so much about it is that it's this good day one. And like Lyric said in the chat, it only can get better. It only can improve. So for you to put a game out it runs good, it looks good, you want 60, you got that. If you want ray tracing to be a graphic horror like Nero, you got that. It's constant. I got actually 15 hours, like 3 minutes under 15 hours. I got 14 hours and 57 minutes. I just looked on the Xbox app, right?
I'm gonna go check.
I got a lot of time in there.
You got more than me.
Not once, Panda. Not once in that 15 hours. Not once did I say, yo, I got to go buy something in this game. Not once. I play the game. I grind. It's the same thing with Warframe. I spent money on Warframe because I chose to. I'm like, yo, these games is good. I get the game for free. I don't mind spending 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, fuck it, 50. If that's how you choose, because at the end of the day, what people is not going to realize, right? If you lock into this game, and this is the only game you really like to play, like for me, last generation, I played a
people
lot
only play COD, right? And
yeah,
that's all they spend their money on.
Exactly,
is COD.
exactly.
Yeah, 100%.
That's my
same
point.
Fucking thing, mate.
It's the same fucking thing, right? So if you only playing the First Descendant, I'm sure that people that only main this game, like my homie Galveston, you put him on the spot. He plays the fuck out of Diablo. So if he's not spending money on other games that's dropping, I'm sure the $60 he'll go spend on this new game that dropped that he's not gonna buy, he'll turn around and have no problem spending 20 in Diablo. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like I really don't. It's like you can't really please people, man. Some people will just never be pleased, And to make an article, if you're burnt out on that, my thing is if
you can't please everybody.
If you claim to be burnt out on free to play, you was feeling that way before you installed and played the game. So if you was feeling burnt out, why the fuck did you install and play the game?
Yeah.
You mean to tell me this UE5 banger free to play looter shooter is what made you realize, hey, I don't want to. And this guy probably got fucking thousands of hours in Destiny. That's your fucking fault. Just like the fucking people with fucking Call of Duty. Black Ops 6 is going to be ass. I'm not excited. Well, you dumb fuck. You bought the last 10 Call of Duties. Of course, you're not going to be excited as me. The last Call of Duty I bought full price was fucking Black Ops 2. Haven't fucking bought a Call of Duty for full price since. The last COD I bought was Vanguard, which was on sale, and Modern Warfare 1, which was on sale. Outside of that, I haven't bought a Call of Duty in years. So the fact that I'm super excited for Black Ops, I skip, so I have a reason to be excited. It's the same shit with Madden. People who buy Madden every year is not going to be as excited for the new Madden this year. But somebody who might have skipped the last 3, 4, 5 Maddens, they're going to feel like, yo, it's enough of shit here for me to jump into. Same thing with the college football, even though we did go a long time without a college football game.
Mm-hmm.
So my whole thing is like, you just can't satisfy people, man. People bitch, people complain. For me to write this article Like that's dumb as fuck for one, and for two, why install and play the game if you was feeling this way? If you was feeling burnt out from this grind and shit, you was feeling this way before the game came out.
I 1,000% agree with what I think. That's probably like one of the best points you made on this whole article. Like I agree with you definitely on that, Nero. But I just feel like, and maybe there is fatigue out there, but there's not. There's a lot of live service games now, but there's more of other types of games than there are live service games. And I think live service games are just getting a bad rep, an undeserved bad rep in my opinion. Like I don't see the problem. Like 20 years ago, I would have killed for free to play games. Like I would have killed for this type of gaming experience. And I think everyone's just being kind of assholes about this. I think it's a little ridiculous. I don't hear people complaining about too many RPGs, too many shooters, too many this, that, and the other thing. All I hear about is complaints about another live service shooter.
Yeah, and we've talked
don't fucking
about
play it.
Having those small games experiences, ones that are like 8 hours, maybe 15, 25 hours.
Yes,
and
which I love.
In between those games that you spend hundreds of hours in. And as long as the biggest thing for me is like quick resume. The fact that if I'm playing this, I can put that down and I can go experience something else. And then when I want to go back, I can go back to it. And I can just keep swapping back and forth because that's how I like to game. Like some days I want to just sit there and play a game for 14 hours straight. And other times I just want to mix between it all. But for me around this game, I think some people want to grind because then they can show you like what they've unlocked and really show that they've put that in and be proud of what they've achieved.
Just like Destiny. Exactly like Destiny. Yeah.
100%
wasn't a problem then though, for some weird reason.
And I mean, for me, the game itself, like I'm really enjoying the game. It is very easy to get into. There's a few things like
very easy.
It needs a little bit more like explain this and such. But like the difficulty, it's very easy to begin with, but the moment you don't upgrade stuff, you are hitting a wall and that's on you, not going in and upgrading your guns, not going in and putting your reactor on and all of this. Because the moment you put those items on, you notice that the game becomes easier, but it does progressively get harder the higher level you are. And I do like that progression and the fact that you have to change the way you play the game. And I freaking love the grapple. It's so much fun just running around, and then the fact that you can move yourself, so you're not just going in a straight line. You're like,
I do. I like how you can like swing around with the grapple. I think
movement
that
is
was
arguably the best. The feel of the guns, the sound of the guns, and the movement is just all top tier.
Movement, like that ability to move like that. Yeah, I think you talked about it in your video, like a bit of Anthem.
Yeah,
and it does remind me of that, and it does remind me of Halo around with the grapple hook and other stuff. And I'm like, but it's just. The movement feels really good. The way you traverse around feels really nice. And like you do I haven't run into every type of bad guy there is, but there's quite a good diversity of bad guys from what I've come across based on you go to this new place and then there's a new type of bad guy there. Maybe you've played like more time than me, Nero, so maybe you've got some.
Yeah, I just made it to the swamps. There's definitely good enemy variety. And I mentioned that when I was playing with my homie Rizzy the other day. I said, yo, I'm definitely running into different type of enemies. And like you said, if you don't upgrade your guns and stuff, you will start getting smoked. And a lot of people, I seen people playing the game, they ain't had more than 40 minutes into the game. Oh, the game is too easy. You dumb son of a bitch.
Whoa.
What the fuck do you think?
Don't upgrade anything and you'll find out how difficult the game is. Because you can't take their health down. It's like super slow. And then the moment you upgrade your gun to your level, you're wiping their health down with the game.
I also want to agree with Lyric real quick. The first descending grappling hook is way better swinger mechanics. And I said, yo, when I swung, it was a rock in front of me, right? I swung and I went around this corner. And as I swung around with the momentum of that grapple, I said, this grapple swinging is better than the swinging in Spider-Man 2 from Insomniac. That's just me.
I do want to point out.
I'm just saying.
I knew you guys were gonna shit on Spider-Man swinging. I saw that coming a mile away. But I do have to say, I still think the best grapple hook is Halo. Like, if they had matched Halo's grapple hook,
I gotta say this: the best grapple hook is Pathfinder and Apex Legends.
Okay, I don't play a lot of Apex, so yeah, you're probably right on that one. So
that grapple right there is, and when I was playing the first Descendant, I was like, man, this grapple feel clunky as fuck. But that's because I'm coming from Apex, where
yeah,
the
like
grapple
top tier
momentum
grapple
is top tier fucking grapple. And I don't think Apex get enough credit for what they do as well. I know a lot of critiques and stuff like that, but my whole thing is this, right? And this is why I say spoken like a true fake gamer. This is the last thing I'm gonna say on this clown, right? It's so many games out where you shouldn't be getting fatigue from no one specific genre.
Yeah, I agree.
Because it is so many amazing games in every fucking specific.
You've got to remember they're
conditioned
for over the shoulder, third person, shooting
simulator.
Arrows, dad simulator games.
Yeah.
Sorry.
True.
But it's true.
I honestly, I hate to say it. Like Arnie brings a good point, and I think this is exactly why people are tired of this shit. He says that's because live service games are more time intensive, so the amount of those types of games become the issue. And I agree.
It's a bit overwhelming, right?
It is overwhelming. Just like Diablo can be very overwhelming. Like these types of games, they are a time suck, but that doesn't mean it's not a good game in its own right. And you can't be pissed at an entire genre because another fucking type of that game just comes out. Like that's just ridiculousness to me. Like if we get a shit ton of platformers over and over and over again, are we just going to start hating on platformers in general because it's another platformer fucking exists? Like it's a stupid take in my opinion. Yeah. You got to take these games, one at a time for each what those things are, and not what they aren't either. Like, I'm sick of grinding. Then don't fucking play it, bro.
All three of us on this show, we all love shooters, but like we all jumped in, and then I didn't even get that much time on it. Like I installed it, I loaded it up on Tuesday night. I played like for an hour, and then I had to jump off because I had to go get bed early and go to work. Get up early to go to work. Or was it Wednesday? Fuck, I can't remember. It's too much. There's too many things happening last week. Might have been Wednesday. And and so even after I'd only played for like an hour, I jumped off and I was like, damn, I want to play this game tomorrow.
Me too, yo.
That was my reaction. I was like, I'm excited to play this game tomorrow.
That's a good sign. That's a good sign.
And I was like, that's not always the case. I'm like, oh, yeah, maybe I'll only play it when I play with other people. But like when you've got a game where you're like, I don't mind playing this game by myself. It is more fun. Like any game when you're playing this sort of game, it's more fun with your friends. But I was excited. I was like, oh, yeah, I see what they're doing here. I like it. Because like I said at the beginning, like I did not enjoy Destiny 2. I thoroughly loved Destiny 1. And I wanted something to replace Destiny 1 for me. And I love Halo, and that was Halo for a time being, but it's hard to get into matches because the numbers. But this is a game where there's a lot of hype behind it. Like over 2 million people playing this game have tried it, and it's a fun game, and you don't have to take it seriously.
You know what I love the most?
Down game.
It is a good pick up and put down game. It is really good to just jump in real quick.
Not too long. The boss fights, though,
the boss fights can definitely be challenging. What I love the most about the first Descendant, right? Like, and this is what he should have. If he played the fucking game and cared to immerse himself, he would know this community is a great community, yo. The way you can just pull up the other people missions in the middle of it, jump in, help them out, help people with boss fights, whether it's a public match, just complete strangers. That sense, right? I haven't felt that in the game in a very long time. I'm trying to think what was the last game to make me feel that way. And I can't really remember. I can't really name it right now, but the first Descendant community is very dope, yo. Like on some real shit, like just the emote, and like I got a clip on X, right, where I came back to the Albion base hub, and as soon as I loaded in, there was three other players just sitting there playing drums as everybody come in. I'm like, yo,
someone else was saying that.
So fucking dope. I'm like, yo, this is so dope, yo.
I saw a thing on Twitter where there were literally sets of drum players like in sync, like doing it. Yeah, like that was cool.
So dope, yo. Also, I seen somebody say Pathfinder mains is toxic. Yeah, they definitely agree. But Wraiths is the most toxic mains in Apex. And I wanted to say, I am the best lifeline on Xbox. I am the best lifeline on Xbox and Apex.
He'll help you. He'll save you. He'll save you buns.
I actually play support. Nah, fuck Reese. Reese too fucking good to play Apex, but he'll go fucking play.
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe it's Lyric.
You know Lyric is too good to play Apex too. Like them guys is too good.
Okay.
Shout out to Rizzy. Rizzy, my homie
right.
Sensei.
Rizzy's the
Shout
real
out
one.
to Rizzy and
There you
Sensei.
go.
Them the real ones that get in them trenches. Can't everybody survive them Apex streets? It get real out there. I'm an Apex OG, baby. Can't everybody survive out there, man? It get toxic. Listen, people who's gonna say this is bullshit. Go to my personal YouTube channel, Next Gen Nero. Go to my very, very first video I ever created. I'm the reason Apex is as toxic as it is.
Thanks, Nero.
No, I'm serious. People, I am the reason that game is
Told
toxic,
you to
bro.
cancel him, chat.
Like,
Cancel him.
very,
Cancel him.
Hashtag
Go ahead.
cancel
I mean,
Nero.
I'm sorry. I'm toxic. Like, my very first clip was with my homie Rizzy. This was when I was playing on my PS4, right? So we had this thing at Apex with the entire community. At the end of the game, if you got a knockdown shield, they'll let you res. You know, they'll drop all your weapons. You'll box it out. It's just a good little community thing. So my very first video, they let me get up. Everybody dropped their weapons. I dropped mine too. I said, fuck that. I picked my gun up. I killed every fucking body out there and I won the game. I said, yo, fuck y'all. I started all that sitting behind doors, waiting for people to come through, lighting them up. Because with shooters and with Apex, and I'm making a video too. So if you're a fan of Apex, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. How to maximize your fun in Apex. To have the most fun in Apex, you have to stop giving a fuck. Don't give a fuck. The moment you stop giving a fuck, stop caring, stop trying to strategize, stop trying to think, stop trying to use your brain, especially if you're playing with randoms. Just jump in there. I play Apex. I get joy off of knowing I'm fucking up somebody else's day. So you coming through a door, minding your business, I shoot you in the back, teabag you, and thirst you. That's me being satisfied. That's how I get satisfied. That gives me a rush, like, because I would be mad as fuck if somebody did it to me. And it's so toxic. So now that the whole game is toxic, I'm like, yo, I can't bitch and complain. I gotta look in the mirror. I started this shit, yo. Next, I'm a menace. I'm sorry, I'm a menace to fucking society, yo. Same thing with Halo, man. All that toxic teabagging and just. I'm a piece of
He's
shit.
got a point though, Nero. If you read his comment,
What's he say?
Cancel Nero when he falls asleep and everything. Listen,
I mean, you're getting. Listen, Nero, I love you, but you're getting a little bit of a reputation about just all of a sudden. Where the fuck did Nero go?
it's the time.
like, I'm making a coffee, and then he never comes back.
Motherfucker, you're on the same side of the country I am. I love you.
Yo, listen, man. Just sometimes I'd be like, yo, listen, this is a really good gaming session. Let me rest my hands. Let me just lean back.
Eyes.
Next thing I know, it's Sunday morning.
And
I'm
your
like, well,
internet.
the community had a good time. That's all that matters. I was there to get this shit started.
We had a great time, dude.
And get the ball
We
rolling.
did.
And, you know, that's all that matters. Everybody had a good time. Get off my back. Get off my back, everyone. What is this? Why am I getting attacked?
I'm gonna start calling you like fucking
He
Houdini. Like you're
conveniently
there
wasn't
and then you're
winning,
not.
and he fell asleep.
Now, I
That's
just,
true.
I just,
We did assume because I was beating your ass every game that you left. But
listen, now I just told y'all when the podcast started, I helped my sister move a few things today on one foot
Too
in
hot.
fucking 100-degree heat.
yeah, you probably shouldn't have done that. Please don't do that again.
100-degree heat. So I'm drained, I'm tired. Then I come on the podcast,
Drink
look at
some
this
water,
energy.
like-
I always bring this good energy. Look,
That's
I got
true.
I got
Podcast
alkaline
brings it
water
out,
right
yeah.
here. You know what I'm saying? Got
Yeah.
the alkaline water, healthy shit. You know, hashtag health is wealth. But
Halo
I come
brings
in,
it
I
out.
always
He
bring
hates
this
it so
good
much.
high energy. So forgive me if at 12 or 1 a.m. on a Saturday night going into Sunday after a hell of a great podcast I give everyone, that I fall asleep and get a couple snoozes in. Forgive me. All right? Forgive me. I'm the devil. Like, geez Louise. And let's just admit it. Q, Panda, Rhetri, and Reese, all four of them, and Galveston, and
Kisses.
Becca, you son of a gun, all 6 of them people was teaming up against me. Against me.
We were just teaching you how to
It
play
is
the
time.
game.
It is
Yeah.
By letting
times
you
where I
die.
seen Rhetri and Panda shooting at each other.
Yeah,
They would
listen.
stop shooting at each other and turn and shoot
Okay.
me. I'm like, yo, what the
Yeah.
fuck is we playing here? Like, what is this shit?
It's
You know what I'm
gang
saying?
initiation, brother. It's gang
I
initiation.
definitely
Yeah.
got jumped in to the hypercharged crip set last weekend, yo. I was getting jumped, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's
You
cool
were.
because I'm the best shooter on the panel, so everybody got to try to
I
take
mean,
me
he
out.
kept you
I feel
down.
honored.
Like
I feel
Reese
honored,
kept
yo.
you down. I kept you down. Rhetri kept you down.
I fucked Reese up plenty of times. But see, every time I fuck Reese up, he'll go Galveston in the cut. First of all, why do all of y'all be in the most sadistic fucking spots when I die?
Yeah.
When I die and it pan
True.
over to who killed me, I'm like, yo, why the fuck is Panda on the ceiling fan? How the fuck did you get up there? Why the fuck is Reese behind the bleach bottle? Why the fuck is Farq behind the toilet tissue on the fucking toilet? I'm like, yo, these people is in the most odd places. Here, I'm playing normal. I'm in the fucking middle of the map. I'm doing all this cool shit.
That's why literally everybody shot at you at the same time.
We were like, who's gonna get the kill first?
Now that I think about it, that was kind of me fault. You know, we did it like that, Rhetri.
You have to play high on that game. You have to go sit and you have to.
But what really hurt me the most was you, RSJ fan. I know you're listening, Becca. You hurt me. Every time you killed me, I felt betrayed. Because I felt like we got like some unagreed, like unspoken telekinesis where it's like, we should just let each other go. But nah, you want to get in on it. Everybody wanted to jump me, but it's cool. Next time you play Hypercharge, nobody is safe. Nobody's safe.
Nobody's safe.
Nobody's safe. Because I was trying to spare everyone.
Was it Reese's video of like me killing him and then he comes back for payback like right after?
Yeah, great game, man.
Edit that. I do love the whole payback, like little voiceover, because it's so satisfying to hear that you just killed who killed you. It's nice.
Is Hypercharge currently more funner than Halo Infinite? Time for the
Yes. Yes, please.
It's got its numbers.
Take my Xbox
if I had, there's no. I mean, we're playing as friends, right? I don't find it that sweaty. Whereas Halo is very sweaty.
True.
Halo is so fucking sweaty, dude. Yeah,
you have to be playing your best
game
every game when you're playing Halo.
You do.
You can't be half cut like I am most of the time when I'm playing shooting games. I'm never sober playing shooting games.
Yeah, I
really want to play Overwatch.
I was several beers in.
Yeah, that's another reason.
I will definitely play some Overwatch with you, brother.
I was lit last weekend, yo. And then my neighbor knocked on the door right after the podcast. It had shots. He was like, "Hey, man, I know you said the pod in at 11. You want a shot?" I'm like, "Yeah, well, fucking not. I already drunk a few beers, and that's the real reason I got too drunk and lit." And I say, "Yo, I'm not going back in there. Like, I'm not going back in there. I'm not going back."
That's because you were like, why are there two pandas on screen?
Oh my god!
And then Dusty with his fucking high energy ass self. Shout out to homie Dusty. I'm like, yo, why is everybody just in such a high energetic mood tonight? You know. But then I remember he's on the West Coast, so he's 3 hours behind. So whereas it's 12 for me over here.
I was day drinking last Sunday for me.
Yeah, you were. Yeah. It was night for us, but it was not night for you. So that's okay.
I love a good day drink. It's great.
Mm-hmm. So listen, guys, if you want to join us on the Discord, definitely do that. We obviously have a ton of fun, and it's just it's all good fun, man.
We just keep Nero in his place. We keep him humble.
Yeah, you gotta humble Nero a little bit.
To sleep. Yeah.
Wait until Call of Duty drop, yo. I'm being the
nappy poo.
When Black Ops 6 drop, I'm being the most toxic son of a gun.
You'll probably destroy the hell out of me. I really need to play more COD. But I will for Black Ops 6.
Oh boy. It's going to be fun, guys.
I'm just going to turn on all the AI. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
So I only have to press the
let
trigger.
it do it itself. Exactly.
I was wrong about X-Defying as well. It's better than every Killzone game ever made.
You heard it here, folks.
It's a solid game. They added Team Deathmatch. They fixed some of my critiques.
I do love
as I am to talk shit. I will walk back my shit talking. This is a good game. It's decent. I think Ubisoft deserves a little bit of leeway. You know, they're carrying the industry a bit. You know what I'm saying? I'll be forgetting that's from Ubisoft, actually. Like, yo, Ubisoft get a little too much hate, if you ask me. Deservingly so, but I'm more of a what have you done for me lately type of guy. And lately, Ubisoft has been very solid. EA has been solid from the Mass Effect trilogy remake to the Dead Space remakes to Jedi Survivor. They've been putting out decent stuff too. College football looking like it's about to be one of those ones that's definitely worth getting. So, you know, I'm more of a what have you done for me lately? You know, and maybe if people held Sony to that standard, they would see that Sony is fucking garbage. What have they done for you lately? I'm not talking about third-party time exclusive.
According to Colin Moriarty, they've done a lot. Oh. And if you saw the thumbnail, I have him wearing a dunce hat because it is perfect.
Chef kiss. I just want everybody to know me and Panda work really hard on me and Panda.
Oh my God, here we go.
Work really hard on these thumbnails every week. Like, we really,
you
really
motherfucker.
Hard,
That's it. I get screenshots of you like, damn, Rhetri, you were so good at titles and thumbnails.
I'm talking about for the podcast. I'm not even talking about for the personal videos.
Well, how dare you take Panda's place? Panda, this is Panda. This is Panda's domain.
So, see, what happened is like,
yeah.
Reviews,
go ahead.
Me and Rhetri do like this tag team thing where we call each other on Zoom, FaceTime, and we really sit and we come up with these titles and thumbnails together. And it's a really great bonding experience for us. Now, he might say that he do it all himself.
Look at Panda's eyes. You can see she's like, it's like
I'm
full of
like,
bullshit.
Come at me, bro.
This is Panda and I.
You know, I would never get my respect for designing the Aim Down Sights logo and all of this stuff that I did behind the scenes. But it's okay. I'm just happy to be here.
We need to put him in a timeout.
Just happy to be here.
Yeah, I know. I need to add a timeout section for Nero, just like I added the panda eating thing.
Nero goes in timeout.
Catch up on these comments, man.
Oh, that's so good.
Yes, sir. Yeah, but
do you guys have anything to add further, Panda or Nero, on your thoughts on the first Descendant before we move on?
Free to play.
Yeah,
give it a go. It's not a big game to download.
Yeah,
and if it's not for you, that's fine. But if you're like you come into a game like live service and you're a bit overwhelmed, jump on with someone else who knows a bit more about the game and get them to teach you a little bit.
Yeah,
and
we've done that several times. Like.
Yeah,
in our community, like Diablo, I didn't even know
Diablo.
Yeah, Galveston too. Galveston got me into Fortnite. I never played that shit. And he's like,
but shout out.
Yeah. Listen, I'm gonna send King your way, man. I'm gonna send all your Fortnite slander to King. He's gonna come at you.
Man, not the King. Happy birthday to King as well, man. It was his birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday, brother.
Yeah,
a lot of birthdays, man. My last thing I will say is go check out the review that I put out for First Descendant. On the channel,
really good,
right
guys.
here. Like I said, I know we get a lot of love on the podcast, but we also, hey, fuck IGN, yo. This is the only channel you guys need for all of your Xbox and gaming news and reviews. We're here. We're the one-stop shop. Hashtag ADS over IGN. That's all I got to add. Next time.
Love it. All right, let's move on. We got some, I don't know, insider stuff, I guess you can call it. Crash Bandicoot. Insane Trilogy is reportedly coming to Game Pass in August. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 and Spyro Reignited Trilogy are also joining soon. It's claimed. Now, please take this with a grain of salt, because if you know who this came from, he just got some shit wrong during the Xbox showcase. But he is pretty good. No, not Spinning Chains. It's not Spinning Chains. No. This would be Ecstasis from Xputer. So this is according to Xputer writer Ecstasis, who has a strong recent track record of revealing upcoming Game Pass titles, which he does. He gets a lot of other stuff wrong, but he's pretty solid on the Game Pass side. According to the leaker, Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy will join Game Pass in August, a claim that has since been corroborated by Windows Central. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 and Spyro Reignited Trilogy are also coming to Game Pass very soon, he claims. So I think this is good news. Obviously, I'm a little shocked that it's August. Might be the first real official drop from anything from ABK, but it's better than nothing, I guess. And I've been really looking forward to Tony Hawk, anyways. So go for it.
I have a take. This is not about those specific games, but I have a take about Call of Duty, and I just want everybody to put on their tinfoil hats with me, right? Put on your conspiracy hats. I think the reason no Call of Duty has came in a Game Pass yet is because they want Black Ops 6 to be the first Call of Duty to come in Game Pass.
I like that. I actually really like that idea.
I don't think they want the split, because what if some people...
Yeah, that's
I just think they want everybody.
Split the audience. Yeah, don't split
the
audience.
You don't want to split it up, because you got some people that's just die hard on Modern Warfare and might say fuck Black Ops 6 and never download it. But if this is the first Call of Duty you put in there, I think after Black Ops 6 drops in Game Pass and you get all those numbers, those accolades, those, the jumps and subscriptions and stuff like that, then you'll see the Call of Duty go in.
It's a good call out.
It's
Yeah, good
enough for
point.
Call of Duties where if somebody in the chat could let me know how many mainline games it is, I think they should do something
Like
dope
11, at least.
A lot.
11. I think it's more than that. I might be
I don't
wrong.
know, a minimum of 11. I can't remember how many. But
Okay,
it's
so
a
let's just
lot.
say it's 11, right? I think they should do a Game Pass thing called 11 Weeks of COD, where every Tuesday, because they always
go.
drop their games on Tuesday. Every Tuesday for 11 weeks, you get a new Call of Duty and Game Pass. I think that would be an amazing way to promote it. You should probably promote it a little before it actually starts. So, you can start off 2025 by doing that. Starting 2025, 11 weeks of Call of Duty coming to Game Pass. Now,
We give it like the whole 12 days of Christmas. It'd be like
exactly.
12 months of COD or something.
Like 12 months of COD, something like that. I think that would really be dope. I agree with the game adaptation newscast. August is definitely usually a slow month for Game Pass. So
yeah,
I think
that's a great point.
I'm excited, yo. I own the Crash. I mean, not the Crash. I own the Spyro trilogy. Nostalgic as hell. Absolutely love it. I just played so much of it growing up on the PS2 and back in the day where it's like I couldn't dedicate jumping back into it right now. But
23? Is that fucking real?
Yeah, I was like, damn.
Holy shit, dude.
Damn.
I definitely did not play them all because no way I played 23.
Yeah, I definitely ain't playing. But what I am going to do, and I'm probably going to stream this, and I could probably make it a series or something. I'm not sure. Don't hold me to it. But I'm going to go through every Call of Duty when they do come to Game Pass. That's why I wish they would drop them all at once, but I don't think that's going to happen. But I want to go through every Call of Duty on Veteran, and I want to stream that.
Oh, hell.
That'd be dope. It's fucking dope. You play multiplayer on Call of Duty, them fucking Veteran campaigns is fucking easy as fuck, yo. Like, legit. I beat Modern Warfare recently and Vanguard on Veteran. I'm like, yo, this is cakewalk. When you go from playing the multiplayer, the skill-based matchmaking bullshit you got to go through, to just playing a single-player campaign on Veteran, it's like, yo, that's easy. And I'm an achievement whore, so I love getting those diamond achievements that only 2% of people got and stuff like that. But to the games that was rumored to be coming, Tony Hawk, yo, I'm in there. Crash.
Hell yeah, bro.
I need that Crash. Yo.
I love those games.
Like, I need those games. Now, my only thing is this. Now, are you going to give those XS updates or FPS boosts? Because the Crash Insane trilogy still runs at 30 FPS. It's running at Xbox One and PS4.
They have a good partnership with Toys for Bob, so maybe Toys for Bob is going to provide a patch. Who knows?
That would be amazing. I would really hope so. I doubt it, but
Panda.
If not, just do the FPS boost, the auto HDR and up-res technique that they've been doing. I think Microsoft kind of fumbled the bag when they discontinued that. I get why they did, though.
They make the games Gen 9 aware, like The Witcher was in that, then it should be fine offering that FPS boost and all of that in there. The game should be able to do that, no issue. Yeah, so hopefully they've done that. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not a Crash person because I suck at platformers. If you've seen me play Ori, you'll be like, "Why did you play the game with your feet?"
I love reality. That game. That's probably my all-time favorite.
It's such a good game.
I love it so much.
It's such a good game. I have to finish the second one. I got stuck on this area. I'm like, and I just can't get past it. But I will give it a go. I will give it a go because I know how much history is in behind Crash and even Spyro. Give that a go. And I love
Spyro. Have you ever played Spyro?
I have, yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say that's less heavy on the platform and more just like a mind numbing, just fun.
Reminds me of
Spyro is great fun, dude. I love it.
Definitely.
Banjo-Kazooie in a bit of a way, maybe. But like, I loved playing Tony Hawk's games. I loved it so much.
I can't wait for those.
So I'm excited for that to go into Game Pass. I think like Game Pass is just firing on all cylinders, and we as gamers are like looking at the games coming into Game Pass, going, "How can my backlog get any bigger?"
Yeah,
but it keeps happening.
So true.
They keep one-upping us. I'm like, damn, there's just not enough hours in the day or in my life for me to play all these games. But I want to try. And that's the main thing. It's like, I just want to give it a go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Game Pass is definitely firing on all cylinders, yo. Yeah. Like we said, Flintlock, Path of the Goddess, the Entersburg game. There's just so many bangers out here. It's absolutely insane, man. And for somebody like me that try to review as many games that come to Game Pass as possible, it's starting to look a little overwhelming, man. But I'm sticking.
Yeah,
in
you're gonna have to pick and choose
You
which.
just need to clone yourself, Nero. Just clone
Exactly.
yourself.
At this point, I really do. Like, I really do.
I love this from Xena saying this will be the first COD I will play because of Game Pass. Wonder how many others haven't wanted to purchase. I think that's freaking awesome.
That's
like,
me,
there you go.
Xena.
That's
I'm with
literally
you. This will be the first one that I play day one.
That is
I usually
Panda
don't play
right
COD.
there.
I usually don't play COD.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, hey, Crow. Is the Path of the Goddess demo on Xbox and PlayStation as well? Like, can I download that tonight and try that out?
I think it's just on Steam right now.
Oh,
I believe.
fuck Steam.
Yeah. That's
Hashtag console
one,
master race.
That's the one, like, that's one thing that is nice about Steam.
Don't you
is
start
they
your
always
shit.
get
Don't
the
you start
fucking
your
shit
shit
first.
Don't
They
you
do.
start your PC master race
It just
bullshit.
is.
Not tonight, man. Not tonight, man. Not this pod. Try
It's
again.
not
on
my
episode
fault they
18.
choose the PC first. That's on them.
Hey,
right.
hashtag Steam coming to Xbox next gen. So
Absolutely.
All right,
That's-
what's next on our agenda?
Yes, Panda. The next thing I want to talk about is this bullshit, because I think it's bullshit. Japanese petition to cancel AC Shadows gets 30,000 signatures. In Japan, a change.org petition has surfaced to ban Assassin's Creed Shadows. It has now been a fair few weeks since Ubisoft lifted the lid on this year's Assassin's Creed title, announcing a dual protagonist adventure set in feudal Japan, a setting that has the fans have been desperate to experience for many years. However, Japanese fans of the franchise were quick to voice their disappointment and concern about the game, with the most extreme claims suggesting that Ubisoft is floating racism and severe historical inaccuracy, because who gives a fuck about historical accuracy when it comes to these games? Seriously, people, which is set to be released in November.
I'm excited.
let's be... Dude, I am too. Like, what the, obviously, let's just be serious. The real, racial undertones here is usually coming from white dudes that are pretending to be Japanese in the United States, and putting up fake fucking.
Slow down.
Well,
I
identify
as a white man that is Japanese at heart, so they don't speak for all of us. It's 2024. We can choose what we want to be. Thank you very much.
30,000 people. Hot
I
damn.
identify as a
Seriously?
Panda, so we can choose what we want to be. Yeah,
We definitely can. Yeah. I identify as Batman. When the sun go down, I would say like it's 35.
What do you guys think about this?
I think it's hilarious.
I think it's ridiculous.
Funny. I think these guys have never played a fucking Assassin's Creed in their life before, because if you play any Assassin's Creed from the first one to the Ezio I played every Assassin's Creed. Let me think, because I don't want to lie. I believe I played every single Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed 1 was the first game when my grandmother bought the Xbox 360. That is the game she came home with, Assassin's Creed and Pac-Man Arcade, the first Assassin's Creed. So that game is near and dear to my heart. They have never been 100% historically accurate any fucking way.
Never.
They always
Even
add
say
their
it.
own twist, because last time I checked, where the fuck is the apple we're eating out now? Like, what the fuck are we doing here? I don't fucking get it. It's very stupid that these people are so upset about this, and it's just like, who gives a fuck? Like, is it like, and that's the funny thing, right? Because me personally, I have no problem playing a white protagonist, whether it's a white man, a white woman.
You've been doing it forever. And you don't care.
I don't care.
But now it's a problem.
We start getting some fucking representation for other cultures and shit, and it's not even just black people, right? Because there's other cultures that need. I think Japanese people is underrepresented. Period. And all these JRPGs, how often are you playing a fucking white man, blue eyes and blonde hair? So I mean, if you're gonna be upset about this, be upset about every Final Fantasy character damn near not being a fucking Japanese person any fucking way. Like, all these JRPGs, you're never playing as a Japanese person, and that's why I'd be so confused, because I'm like, where is the representation for themselves? Like, do they view themselves as white? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's fucking hilarious. Shout out to Ubisoft for standing on business. My whole thing is this: if you was to drop Assassin's Creed Shadows, how the fuck could you differentiate yourself from Ghost of Tsushima? If you was to give yourself a Japanese
Rise of the Ronin,
You know, Rise of the Ronin. You know what I'm saying? How can you separate yourself from the already? Because let's be honest, you can say what you want about Ghost of Tsushima, but Ghost of Tsushima was only as popular as it was because that's what we've been begging Ubisoft for.
Yeah.
For decades. I mean, not decades, but for generations now, people has been begging. It makes sense. Like, you're a fucking assassin. Why would you not want to be a shinobi from China or Asian setting like that, right?
But like, you look at this, and I think it's really interesting is the fact that they went into the history books, found this person who you don't know a lot about. Yes, there's a little bit of the history, but because of that, they could then turn this game into what they needed to, because there isn't a lot of information out there. And yes, their games are never 100% historically accurate. No game generally ever is, because we don't play video games for that purpose. Because there's always some variation or some sort of fantastical element put into video games.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And I just like the fact that they did go back and find a person who did exist and bring that person to light, who's been overshadowed by everyone else.
It's a cool ass story, man.
It is
like, how do you? I don't know. And here's the thing: it's a video game. I don't give a fuck if it's historically accurate. I give zero shits about that. I just want to play a good video game, and it looks dope as hell. Like, I think I think we know why.
Be like in that outfit, like you've got two choices. You've got him and you've got her. Like, you've got these two choices, two protagonists you can play in the game.
I mean, think about why this is getting so much hate. Let's just be honest. It's a black guy and a woman. Boom, boom. Like, these haters hate on both of those things. This game didn't have a chance for these people. They were never going to give it the time of day. They were going to hate it from the get-go, no matter what. You know
I think
what I mean?
It is pathetic. I think it's ridiculous that in this day and age that we can't just experience a video game and then after that decide, like, did it suit what they were intending to do? Because, like, there are so many times when I've gone into an Assassin's Creed game going, I'm not 100% sure what I'm expecting of this. I like the premise. Sure. I like the location when it's set. And then they take you on a journey. And by the end of it, I'm like, I really like what the fuck they did with this. Like, you don't, like, the fact that you get to go back in time and play a game and experience that, because we can never go back in time and do that. It's just a really nice way to see what they've done, and the amount of detail they've put into the game to feel like you're back there in Japan at that time. I think that goes to show the dedication that went into that side of the historical accuracy around fleshing out the world that you'll be playing in. You are just playing a character, and that's what you're doing. That's all we do is play video games. We play as a character. You can't really role play so much in these because you've got to define character. You can't design the character that you want to design. But that's not the point of Assassin's Creed games.
Nobody got a problem with Lara Croft going around destroying all these ancient Mayan tombs and all these ancient shit that should never be touched.
Flooding, like basically,
flooding villages and shit,
locusts and stuff, almost like the plagues of Egypt, like nothing like that. You were running around like desecrating like tombs in Assassin's Creed Origins.
Hey, you smart, Arnie. Hey,
he might be onto something here.
Hey, since tinfoil hat time. Hey, you did it, Arnie. You asked for this. It's not even racist people. Racist people is feeling offended because they have no racist person signed that petition. This is all ponies trying to derail from the fact that Assassin's Creed Shadows will be better than Ghost of Tsushima, and they can't fathom it. That's who started the petition. Ponies. They're trying
to disagree on that one.
Undermine this. They're trying to hear me out. They're trying their best to derail the better Japan setting game. It's all the fucking ponies. It's them. It's not even the racist people. Nah, but all jokes aside, I'm like, bro, who cares?
If you want to experience something like that, go watch Shogun, which is a fantastic show. That would make a good video game in a way. Like if they added like what they do with when they just do that with all TV shows and movies and everything.
Shogun is brilliant, dude. Yeah, so good.
And good. I think like Ghost of Tsushima was such a beautiful game around what it showed and what Japan was like and such. but you don't want a clone of each other, because then you're like, PlayStation has a clone of all their games. You want diversity. You want to experience something different. And I feel like 30,000 in the pool of the amount of people who are going to play this game, it's nothing.
It's nothing.
And it's a waste of a petition.
They had 30,000 pre-orders the first 5 minutes the fucking game when pre-orders. So
I don't take video games that seriously to the point where I'm like, I ain't playing that unless we find out that the game dev was an asshole, racist piece of shit, and then I'm like, I ain't supporting that game. You know?
Right. I love cancel culture because it never works. It actually always backfires on them, and actually it gives them the attention to, like Artie's point. Maybe Ubisoft did this. It gives them attention, and the sales actually go up, not down. So.
But you got to think
Ubisoft
that they
is behind this. They're fucking geniuses.
They're fucking geniuses.
You got to know that they actually would have gone and spoken to people and got the information and done some research. Like I remember, what is it, Assassin's Creed Unity, when they did the Notre Dame building, and they were like, when the building got burnt, and they were like, hey, we've got basically a 3D blueprint of this church or whatever it is. I don't know. And they even offered it to the people who have to rebuild it, to go, here, if you need this to rebuild the structure, because that's how much time and effort they went into to making sure that there was accuracy within some of like in their games. And I think that's impressive. Kudos to Ubisoft, the time and effort that they go to put into this, and the amount of teams that work on their games across the world, and it still delivers this like high level of care. Just sad.
Traffic says, go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead, brother. Go ahead. Read that.
I just wanted to read what he said. He says the anti-woke agenda failed and they started to use the word DEI. Yeah, it's being weaponized, which is also a failure. It has also failed in U.S. politics. Heritage Foundation, Republican think tank, started as a starting talking point. Yeah, I mean, look, the DEI thing, we saw it with, what the fuck's that company I keep forgetting?
Baby Inc. Sweet Baby Inc.
Sweet Baby Inc. Yeah, Sweet Baby Inc. And a lot of people, like, I get to a point some people's issue with those companies when they push it too far, like when Mary Jane becomes a superhero. That's my only. That's literally the only thing I can think of. Like, I can't really think of another example that bothers me, and I still don't even know if Sweet Baby Inc. is behind that, if they're the actual ones who did that, or if it was just Sony who agreed to it. I think it's just being weaponized. I don't agree with the anti-DEI fucking agenda that's going on. I think it's ridiculous. I think they're afraid. I think they're seeing more representation than ever, and I fucking think it bothers them. Too bad.
Well, I know that. Like, I was talking about this with my colleagues at work, and we were talking about sort of mindsets and sort of the way I grow up. Because in New Zealand, we have the Māori people, the people who's kind of not colonized, but like sort of settled here, migrated to this country, and then white people came over and colonized and sort of disrupted everything. And like, they weren't allowed to speak their own language, Te Reo Māori. They weren't allowed to speak it. And then, like, when I grew up, compared to when my parents grew up, I learned Te Reo in school to some degree, where my parents didn't learn any of it. And so their opinion around what's happening with the introduction of more of that language into everyday life, they're a lot more standoffish. They're against it because their views are different. Mine are like, why wouldn't we include more of this? And I feel like when you're looking at the new gaming generation coming through, and they're a lot more like, everyone has a voice, everyone has a right to be recognized and be acknowledged as a person. That's how they're trying to do games as well. They're trying to bring a lot more diversity into games. But there's people going, why do we need to do that? Because they're looking at it from a mentality of what it was like when they were growing up, and it isn't the same.
Right.
And, yeah. So they're catering to the changing mentality that gamers have, because the new generation is coming through, and they want to see more of this, and they want to see the stories that aren't being told, and they want to see representation of their friends, their family, themselves. And those who are saying, I don't want this, that's fine, but you're the minority in this, because the times are changing. It's just what it is.
It's just the way it is. You're just gonna have to deal. They're just gonna have to deal with it. If this stuff really bothers you, instead of like
Don't game.
things that bother me, like I don't go on to Twitter and bitch about them. I just move. I do the adult thing. I move the fuck on with my day. That's just me.
I will
don't know.
say this,
It's
right?
wasted energy.
I think that, and I know a lot of people might not agree with this, but I think it's so much forced, like woke stuff going on in the world as far as movies, TV shows, like everywhere else, that people feel like it's trickling down to gaming when it's actually not. So I feel like people is assuming that because it's going on in all these other media fronts, that it's also going on in gaming, but that's just not true. That's just not true in gaming. Like in some aspects, yes. Like, I'm sorry, me as a black man, I love being represented when it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Don't just like when, if you go back to this day, go watch the Days Gone review on IGN. Her problem was that it's a white male protagonist. And I'm like, he's a biker in Oregon.
In Oregon.
I would not want to see a black biker in Oregon, the only black biker in the entire biker gang. Not saying that it's not black bikers, it definitely is. But I'm guarantee you the percentage of white bikers in Oregon,
it makes sense.
It makes sense. You get what I'm saying? So I'm all for representation when it fucking makes sense. Like
I'm right there with you. Yep.
As far like, one of my favorite, like what Ellie, right? Ellie is she's a lesbian, but it makes so much sense because they hinted at her swinging that way in the first game when she came across the Playboy magazine and was grossed out by seeing male penises, but she kind of liked it seeing the woman aspect of it. To me, that is natural representation. It makes sense. This you seen hints that Abby was gonna like what she liked as a child. Like it makes sense. It's natural when you have representation, whether it's black people, Asian people, gay people, or whatever people identify, when it's naturally, it makes sense. That is when you get some of the best storytelling in gaming, period. But when you go to try to go force certain things into certain things, then it's like, okay, this is not cool. I have gay family members who feel like, okay, this specific show, they're forcing it. This is not a good representation of
pandering.
Right.
There are some
exact pandering.
I do
That's
hate
the
that.
perfect word.
Pandering
I hate that
is
shit
exactly
as well. So that's
I hate it.
true. That is definitely out here. We can't sit here and pretend like it's not a lot of forced agendas being pushed in the media.
I hate shows
It's
that
true.
do queer baiting. They purposely put a character in knowing that a community is going to watch it, and then they go off and just do a massive disservice to those people. And I'm like, so why did you put it in the first place? And it is a lot of that.
I get annoyed that you're just doing
mentality.
it to check off a box. Like it pisses me off when you're literally doing it to check off a box. That pisses me off.
Sense. I agree. Yeah. And I mean, look at the world as a whole. The world has become very small around. We can all communicate with us. Like you're in the United States, I'm in New Zealand, right?
Yes.
And so we will start seeing naturally that they're gonna start like putting everyone everywhere, just because that is how we interact with each other now. But I agree. It needs to be like, instead of doing like a 2D character, they need to be fully fleshed out and they need to make sense. Like I hate
make it make sense. Like don't have a shitty story, but your saving grace is, hey, she's lesbian, or hey, he's gay. The writing is horrible, but hey, he's gay or he's lesbian, so we're gonna pander to this crowd.
Don't make that their identity, right? Because that's the issue. They make that their identity. And that's how you define them as a character. It's like there are plenty of gay characters that have been in video games where it just happened to be, oh, they also are gay, but this is who they are as a person, and this is the story that they've gone on, and it doesn't matter how you identify and what your orientation is or anything like that. You didn't care because you were like, I believe this person is a fleshed out character, and it just happens to be an aspect of who they are, and it's not their sole purpose of being in a video game. Because that's the annoying thing, is what, and that's their sole purpose. I'm like, why did you?
That's when it's cringe, right? And that's when I will agree with people. But like, I hate to keep going back to The Last of Us, but as much as I say they writing is bullshit, they did it right. Like even with Bill, from the game to the show.
Yeah,
I didn't know Bill was gay, but I'm like, see, that's good representation, because not every gay person is super fucking feminine and flamboyant and super out there.
Dude, he's
You know what I'm
love
saying?
that character in the show too. Oh my
Exactly.
god, dude.
You know what
That
I'm
was
saying?
awesome.
So it's like that's what I mean when I say it's natural. You have to have natural, like it's not when you have a natural love story, whether it's between two straight people, two lesbians, or two gay guys. Good storytelling is good storytelling, no matter what the fuck is behind it. You know what I'm saying? But when you start trying to force shit on people, and I don't really see that in game in the way these fucking idiots online with all this DEI bullshit and all that. I'm not me personally. I'm not seeing it in gaming. Now, when it comes to movies and TV shows and shit like this, I'm like, okay, it seems like they're pandering and they're trying to push.
I see it. I agree with you, Nero. I'm seeing it way more in like someone was saying like Disney. I'm seeing it way more, and that. The funny thing is, it's like. It's like we're just kind of starting to get more representation on video game side, and instantly people are like, no, whoa, slow down. Like, dude, like it's just starting. Like, you guys got to calm
You
the
know
fuck
what
down.
it also is, man. People are scared of the future, yo.
South of Midnight DEI game, and it's like, but
yep. That's already getting shit on. South of Midnight is already, those videos will come out. The same people who made all the DEI videos about Sweet Baby Inc. guarantee there will be the same crap for that game, just like there was for Tales of Kinzara, which we'll be talking about in a second too, because that just had layoffs. And you know what? The first fucking thing I saw when there was layoffs, a bunch of dumbasses, bunch of people. Yup, exactly. It was a whole. Well, you want to go with Sweet Baby Inc. Your game's gonna fail. And if they had a clue how many games Sweet Baby Inc. and these other guys were involved in that were successes, it would kill them inside. They're ignoring all these successes.
My thing is like, if this person in Assassin's Creed Shadows never existed in history, then you have then that's a conversation point. But this person
I disagree. I don't even care. I don't care if they fucking exist.
I know, but you know how they always pull
but it would make more sense. I agree with Panda. Right. It would make more sense if he wasn't an actual historical figure, because now you could argue it was never a black samurai in history. Why are you doing that? It would make sense. I'm not saying I agree. I'm sure Panda.
I don't agree with it, but I don't agree with it either.
It would make more sense from that perspective.
From that perspective,
but the fact that he is actually a real life figure that is acknowledged by Japanese people. And then it became,
was he really a samurai? But he wasn't really a samurai because of XYZ. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. Oh my God. Was Tom Cruise really a samurai? No.
If I go to Japan and an actual samurai hand me some samurai armor and put that, I don't give a fuck if I never use that armor. So I'm a samurai, bitch. And you're going to address me as such. What you talking about? When I walk down the street with this fucking samurai fit on, bitch, you bow your goddamn head. I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. You damn right I didn't fight on the front lines. I'm happy I didn't. But guess what? I'm still a samurai, bitch.
There you go.
They acknowledge me as a samurai.
I mean, we're talking about like DNI. We've got like video games that have like human and alien interrelations. Like
exactly.
Right. And which is very funny. My thing, right, with the whole South of Midnight thing that people is getting upset. You guys wasn't upset with Mafia 3 though. It's the same
because they weren't talking about that shit then. They didn't know.
You're in the bayou. You're black. It's a black story. I'm not understanding. So if you wasn't upset then with Mafia 3, right, and that was good representation. Like the amount of people that called me, I about said the hard ER right here. Definitely would have got canceled. I'm black. I can say it, goddamn. You call my ancestors that shit for hundreds of years, but we on YouTube, so I'm not gonna say that. But the amount of times people called me the hard ER word, I'm like, you talking to me? Light all that shit up.
Yeah.
But it's the fact that, I mean, if it's not for you, it's just not for you, man. And I don't really know what else to say about any of that shit. If it's not, if you homophobic, don't go play Last of Us. Don't go play Horizon. Don't go play these games. If you're anti-black and you're racist, don't buy the game. You can just easily, like, the most vocal way you can make your voice heard is just by simply not buying the game.
I mean,
not talking 100%. About it.
It's the same thing with like when you have food. Like, I don't like this particular food, so I never fucking order it. I never spend my money on it.
Exactly, Panda. You're being too logical, Panda. What you just said made way too much sense for the internet. Is gonna can't handle that shit.
When she's sober, she makes too much sense. We need her to take a sip, take a shot. Show him the mug. Show him the mug.
Yes.
Let's see the mug. Yeah, just shut the fuck up, internet.
I'm gonna put it like this, right? And I might get this shit on a t-shirt. I'm not anti-woke. I'm anti-forced. Don't force it on me.
Don't force it.
Don't
I
force
agree
shit.
with that.
Don't force
I
shit
think-
if it's not natural.
I
If it's
mean,
not naturally. If it
I
don't
think
make
that's
sense,
most girls' slogan as well.
Oh
Don't
my
force it on
god!
me.
don't force it
Oh
on me. Like, no Diddy,
damn!
I'm not trying to take
Sorry,
that.
Rhetri.
I'm not-
Blink twice if you mean yes. All right, I didn't say that. All right, all right. Let's move on to the next subject
No
before we
struggle
get canceled.
struggles here.
We're well
all
on
right.
our way out, guys.
Yeah,
We're well on our way
apparently-
out.
now.
Yeah. Listen, I hope you guys like. You know, I know that's a serious.
our last time.
I know this is a very serious topic, but you know, I like to talk about these things because everyone else was talking about it. So, and I
But
think
at
it
the
needed
end
to
of
be
the day,
talked about.
that's why we're real because we could easily be one of those podcasts that just come on here and cry.
A lot of people avoid this
racism
subject, and they're
cry
going
this, that, and
to.
the third. But no, I came at it from a natural point of view. I'm against that shit when it's forced on people, but when it's natural, I don't have no fucking problems. Whether it's gay shit, whether it's straight shit, whether it's black shit, Asian shit, Japanese, it don't fucking matter.
I also just want to call out our panel as a whole. Like, there have been times where people are like, "Can you give us the female perspective?" And I'm like, why? How does it change anything? Like, the fact that we're just talking and having a conversation as people, minus genders, minus like skin color, minus sexual orientation and things like that, that's where I find the real conversations sit. Rather than what's your perspective based on how I choose to label and put you in a box. Those are the conversations.
That's like saying I want narrow perspective. I want the black perspective from there.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Like,
and we want the
Represent-
shiny head.
Nero, we
human.
need you to
Like,
represent the entire black community. Go.
right.
Yeah.
Well, thank
Damn.
you. That's a lot of weight on my shoulders. But that being said,
I'm representing the entire female side of things, so you know we gotta.
it's insane, yo. And Arnie, I agree. I never knew what hard R was until Stellar Cheeks. As a black
I
man
didn't
in
know
America,
either.
I never knew what hard R was.
Never heard of it.
Really?
Nah, I'm just.
Okay.
I had never heard
I'm
of it.
trolling.
Never
I'm
heard of
trolling.
it at all, and not a thing in New Zealand. Never heard of it.
Yeah. Just America. Good old America.
Just good old America. Good old America. Let me
Fourth of July,
tell everybody
motherfuckers.
this, man. So listen. I'm a black man in America. I'm a proud fucking American. I got my critiques with
Damn
America,
straight.
but this is my fucking country, my guy. Like I'm like, what the fuck? This is where I've been. This is where my people has been. This is where my history is rooted. My ancestors was brought here. I'm not like, I hate people that live in America but try to be so anti-American. Get your ass out of the country. Simple. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry. My Trump side is showing. I'm sorry.
I always find it interesting though when you have Americans live overseas for a couple of years and then they come back to America, and that's just the differences.
A dichotomy there.
Yeah, that's always interesting hearing like what they talk about. I love watching those videos. Very interesting. Sorry, let's get on to the next topic.
I'm sorry. Before we go, last thing though,
good.
but the hard R situation with Stellar Blade is a perfect example of where maybe they did need maybe the Sweet Baby Ink. Like, as much as we say they not needed and shit like that, and they all woke, maybe all that controversy right there could have been avoided if one super, woke preppy white kid came in and say, "Hey guys, that right there, that's white painting.
That's not
You
good.
might want to take that off. That's not good. That's not gonna go well over there in the States. You might want to move that around."
Yeah.
Like but people also have to realize that not everything that happened is some dark evil agenda behind it. Now, since it was Sony, I'm gonna go with the dark agenda. Fuck them. Any chance I get to tear them down, fuck them, and fuck their fanboys. Not fuck the fans. I love Sony fans, but the fanboys, the ponies, fuck you, bitch. Every chance I get to goddamn drag you motherfuckers through the mud, I'm gonna get. Because as soon as you get the chance with us, if a Halo dev make a mistake and put something in the game where they not as, hip or whatever, you guys drag us to hell and say 343 is racist and all this, that, and the third. So I'm a prime example of keep that same fucking energy. So let's get on to the next topic.
Yeah.
All right, next thing. Thank you guys for sticking around for us and all our rants on that last topic. I know it was a long one, but we had to talk about it. Watchdog movie
That white
adaptation.
button, y'all.
Oh Jesus, Panda! You just had to bring it back, didn't you? I love you.
Sorry, everybody.
Yeah. Anywho, Watchdog movie adaptation starring the Hunger Games star gets filming update. If you don't know who the Hunger Games star is, they're actually talking about the new Hunger Games.
The prequel.
Series. Yeah, the prequel ones. So the upcoming Watch Dogs movie adaptation starring Tom Blythe and Sophie Wilde has been confirmed to start filming by director Matthew Turi. In 2014, it's a 2014 video game that follows hacker Aiden Pierce seeking revenge for his niece's death. I just hope it's better than the video game because I'm not a fan of the series.
Who the fuck is gonna watch that shit, man?
Hope
Why the fuck is this a goddamn article, yo? Why the fuck is this news? Who the fuck is about to watch that shit, yo?
I watch it. I'm more excited that this is
as
a
long as
video game.
the trailer is representative of the final product, and they don't, then it's fine.
It better be real, like Panda. It better be real.
Was not representative of the final game.
Yep. Shit.
I
don't know.
That shit, yo.
I wonder where this is streaming. Let me see if there's any information on this.
Hold up. I will watch it if that means that they will remake the first Watch Dogs and deliver what we were showed on that E3.
Yeah, do you remember the night and day difference? Holy shit.
Yo, you can't look at Avatar's Frontiers and tell me that Snowdrop engine can't be used for a Watch Dogs 1 remake and keep everything the same, but just deliver on what we was expected to see. Because as weak as the story and all that shit was, for me personally, I'm like you, Rhetri. I don't really care too much, but I feel like they can deliver on that original view they had for the game that was shown. And I feel like if they could deliver a real next-gen Chicago remake of Watch Dogs 1, I'm all for it. But if you're not remaking Watch Dogs, what the fuck are you doing this show for? Aiden came back in the Legions as DLC. He was non-existent in Watch Dogs 2. So it's like, what the fuck are we doing here? If you're not remaking the game, this makes literally 0 sense.
Yeah, there's no hype for this this series. I am a little confused about this one.
A better show. Sorry.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know. I guess I don't care that much. I just thought it was interesting that it's happening because I was like, really? This is the one you chose, huh?
I mean, unless they really just take some liberties with the story a bit and such.
I mean, the idea on paper, it's another thing that sounds cool on paper, but I just wonder if, how it's actually going to end up.
Perfect Dark might have been a better film adaptation or TV show adaptation.
Yeah, don't hold your breath. That could still happen, man. A lot of this stuff, for video games is coming. Yeah, 100%. Some more news. A new Resident Evil is in the works with the man responsible for reinventing the series at the helm. That is Resident Evil 7 director Koshi Nakanashi teases what's next for Capcom's survival horror series. I just wanted to say this because I'm just happy anytime I hear anything about Capcom and Resident Evil. And it's great because honestly, 7 is what got me back into Resident Evil again because I just thought 7 is fucking scary as hell. Very claustrophobic in the beginning. Scared the hell out of me.
FarQ is going to get so many screenshots of me like, I fucking love Capcom and I love Resident Evil, bro. So I'm fucking psyched, yo. Like, I love 7, like you said, and I love 8 for different reasons. I love 8 because you beat 8, right, Rhetri? And I'm not going to spoil anything, but the way they concluded Ethan's story, 8 made me appreciate 7 10 times more. And I already loved 7 as it is, period, right? But I'm super fucking excited. I can't wait to see where they go. I'm interested to see if Rose is going to take over as a new protagonist because after beating the DLC of Village, I absolutely think she can. She has a personality, right? She's not Aloy.
Finally.
Another great female character. People always want to say Nero is a woman, whatever. No, I just hate Aloy. It's not it's Aloy.
He's not a woman hater. He's an Aloy hater.
I'm an Aloy hater. Don't put that jacket on me. All right, I'm not that. Like, I my favorite character for one. I'm sorry, but if I got the option to pick a female or a woman in the game, I'm going them all the time. I feel like they put more care into the voice acting. I felt that way about Assassin's Creed Odyssey. The male in Assassin's Creed Odyssey was cringy as fuck. Fuck him. Cassandra was way better. I'm super excited. Capcom literally does not miss outside of Exo Primal. So I'm actually downloading Path of the Goddess demo right now. Thank you to everybody in the chat that notified me. So now I get to play a little bit of that to see the feel of it. And I'm super excited to play that in a couple weeks as well. But I just love Capcom. Like, I love Capcom. For me, the only way PlayStation can absolutely fight back to PlayStation right now is if they was to acquire Capcom. If they was to acquire Capcom tonight, I'm going to buy a PlayStation 5 ASAP. That's me personally, but we know they don't got the funds to do that. We know they're broke as fuck. Like, we know they don't.
Yes, sir. So Capcom is reported to have multiple Resident Evil projects in development. We've already heard about some of these, including remakes of Resident Evil 0 and Code Veronica. And there's no official release date window for Resident Evil 9, which is a game we were just talking about that is going to be coming out hopefully in the next couple of years. But given Capcom's recent cadence of releasing a sequel or remake every other year, we could see the next Resident Evil as early as 2025. So people are guessing.
Let's do it, man. Bring it the fuck on, yo. GTA 6, a new Resident Evil, Fable.
Can you imagine?
What else is all coming next year? Xbox announced a lot of shit coming in 2025. South of Midnight, like, yo, we're eating good, yo. And now that Call of Duty is
I almost called it Clockwork Orange again. God damn, I keep doing
Clockwork Revolution. Yes. That's next year too, right? They confirmed.
I think they even got the Outer Worlds 2 still to come.
Oh yeah, that too.
Back. Come on, dude.
Come on, back. I just looked down and seen it. I think we seen it at the same time, Rhetri.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. 8 was okay. 7 was trash.
I don't know.
You know, I got Soul is in the
really
chat.
Liking these new ones.
Thank you.
You got Soul. What's up, brother? We was just talking about you before the show. I said, yo, we got to bring you back, yo.
Yeah.
Ideally next week if you're free. Or the week after.
I'm not here next week, so if you want to take my place, please.
Yeah, now ain't nobody gonna show up. You wasn't supposed to say that, Panda. Everybody is here for you. Me and Rhetri is just here.
Yeah, we're cannon fodder over here.
We're just here for the technical side of things, like all that stuff me and Rhetri did,
all the
logos, and
all the cool stuff going on in the background. You're welcome.
All the cool stuff that Nero does in the background for the show.
Man, I'll be working my ass off.
He's pressing a lot of buttons.
A lot of buttons, man. Like, look, yo, listen. I just pressed the button right now, thanks to all our fucking channel members. You know what I'm saying? If you see your name down there,
he did it literally with his hands up. I don't know how he did it.
Hey, I'm just that talented. When you really go as hard as I do behind the scenes, look at that right there. Like, I just keep doing it. Like,
hit that like button, y'all.
Hit that like button. And shout out to all the channel members, though, yo. Memberships is available. Love to see that.
Yes, sir. Yep, absolutely.
We're creeping up on 1,600 subs as well. Very close. So, yeah, we're growing, man. What an amazing podcast.
Do you know what?
The best podcast
I'm super excited for. And I know it's one of our topics, and these are just quick fire topics, but
these are quick
Zero,
ones.
the animated Netflix series.
I
am a Terminator whore. Sorry to say it like that, but I fucking love the Terminator universe.
I do too.
Okay, did you play the games, the video games, the recent ones?
Yeah, the recent one's really good.
Game. I
gotta get those, yo.
It's shockingly good.
Yeah.
I'm not
Ain't that was by the same people who made RoboCop?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah,
I hate RoboCop. I'm sold with RoboCop, so I
loved RoboCop growing up, so I really want to play that game as well.
It's good.
Yeah, I'm such a Terminator fan. Like, loved it to bits.
Dude,
Terminator 2 is one of my favorite movies of all time.
I'm just glad it's animated, to be honest with you, because they can just do whatever the fuck they want. They don't have to worry too much about
budget, right?
Right, exactly. So I'm super excited. So if you guys didn't know, there's a new Terminator animated show coming out on Netflix called Terminator 0. I don't know if the trailer is out yet. It was supposed to be out. I'm not sure if it is out. But go check out, look up some information on that.
I would really love to see, and it sounds weird, but I just really want to see, like, what was the tipping point for, like, Skynet or whatever the AI is, because if you watch it, you know that it's changed so many times. Sort of what led to, I know you know of it in concept and, like, what they talk about, but it'd just be interesting to see what was the final straw that the AI was like, fuck, I'm going to wipe out humanity.
I think it was Terminator. I think they kind of did that in Terminator 3, I believe, right?
Day?
No, wait, is that Judgment Day? I can't remember the name of it. It might have been Judgment Day.
Day is 3, right?
Is that Terminator 3? I think so.
But
I can't remember it. I saw it such a long time ago.
I mean, they kind of did, but they kind of didn't at the same. Like, they saw the day that Judgment Day happened, But I just want to see, like, what was it that the AI was like?
The real reasoning, like this was the line that humanity
I know
crossed.
they talk about how like it realized that we were the problem, but I'm like,
yeah,
I just want to know those little things. Like, give me.
I agree with you. I agree with you. I like that. I like that
just
sort
love
of stuff.
the Terminator world so much, and I really love Dark Fate because I love the fact that it got rid of the other Terminator movies in the franchise that should have never been canon. Yeah. Like as much as I semi-enjoyed Terminator Genesis, like thank God Dark Fate said, nope, that never happened.
Yeah, they definitely started to fall off a little bit for me, but
anything with Linda Hamilton in it, I love her.
I watch
Scary
them all, good or bad. I can't help myself.
I love the Sarah Connor Chronicles as well. Like,
yeah, that was pretty good. Yeah,
yeah, I wanted another season. We didn't get another season. Sad face.
So what else we got? Tales of Kinzara Zao studio is facing layoffs. The update is Sargent Studios has confirmed that just over a dozen employees have been laid off. I know that doesn't sound like a lot of employees, but for a small studio like Sargent Studios, that's actually probably a big deal for them.
Thanks, Sweet Baby Inc.
Hey, thanks a lot, Sweet Baby Inc. And that's exactly where the internet went with this, of course. They're like, fuck you, you deserve it. I can't believe people would go that route. Nobody deserves to lose their job. Sony or any fucking buddy. These are devs just making video games. Sad to see, but kind of a sign of the times, right? Like 2024, this is a tough year for a lot of people. So
yeah,
I guess
I would definitely say it is definitely sad. Like personally, I was like,
I fucking love that game, dude.
Yeah, I love that game.
Love that game.
I love the story. I love the people that worked on it. And so when I seen that, it was kind of like a hit to me personally. I was like, yikes! That's one I felt. You know, kind of like the Tango one. Like, you know, when stuff is near and dear to your heart, it's like, ouch. And you absolutely hate to see that. No studio is safe from layoffs, like Spartan 661 just said. I definitely agree.
True.
It's sad. My heart goes out to them. I pray they land on their feet, and I pray we get more content from Tales of Kinzara. They got a great game, a great universe there. I hope to see more in the future. I would like to see them actually, maybe do a partnership. I don't give a fuck if it's with Sony, Xbox, or fuck Sony, with Xbox, but just get a higher.
I mean,
budget.
they did a partnership with Sony. Just saying, like that's the way they cook it crumbles because this game was on their fucking service. I don't think enough of you played it.
That's true.
Sorry, you Sony fucking
not enough.
bullshitters.
They don't play games, man. They don't fucking play games.
Yeah.
All the Sony people do is play fucking 2K, Madden, and FIFA.
How often they rarely get day one games on their service, and when they do, they still didn't fucking play this shit because they were probably still playing Call of Duty or whatever they were doing. So it just goes to show you.
It's because again, like if you look at how long Game Pass has been around for how many years, right? And what they were putting in, and understandably there weren't a lot of big first party games in there, but they said that when their first party games released, you get to play it. But you got to, while you were waiting, because there was a drought of first party and even like second party, like they kind of filled with second party and third party. But you went in and you tried new games and you just tested them to see if maybe I like this. I don't really know if I like this because I've never played this style of game.
Right.
And so if this game was in Game Pass day one, it would have done really, really, really well.
Definitely.
But PlayStation gamers, the hardcore that are like who actually subscribe to the service and that, they have a very different relationship and mentality about how they engage with games and what you hear them trash talk, like they talk about Game Pass fodder, they talk about how we rent games, how we don't buy games, and how all this other stuff. And I'm like, maybe look at yourselves first before you start throwing stones over here, because we're playing our games. We are actually buying games. And we're enjoying what we're playing. Like, there's so many games that now go into Game Pass that are smaller titles that get a lot of exposure just because Xbox has already put that time and effort into us. So we know that what we can expect is to try it and maybe buy it or just try it and love it. That's the whole point of all these little indie games going in there and all these smaller titles.
Sorry.
Yeah, I saw that and I was waiting for that.
Right,
all
Becca,
people to
all
say
people to
that.
say
I
that.
love
That's
it.
how you know it's facts, yo. When
Yeah.
Becca say some shit like that, yo,
Yeah.
it's the fucking truth, yo.
My good Christian girl out
Exactly.
here spitting facts.
Big
Absolutely.
facts.
Honestly,
But I definitely hope they land on their feet, though, man.
I do
Yeah,
too.
me too, man. Me too. Yeah.
And it sucks
And
because
the guy in
this is
charge
not
is
the end.
awesome too. Like I love
yeah,
like this dude.
yeah.
He's cool as shit. He's been interviewed like even like a small podcast. The Black Viking was able to interview him. So this guy gave like a lot of like people a chance to talk to him. This is a guy.
Me a chance. He followed me on Twitter, and I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah. Nero did a review on the channel, and he freaking followed Nero. And exactly. This guy is, has been on several HBO shows. He's on fucking Game of Thrones right now.
Guy,
like
yo.
this is a really, really cool dude in my opinion. So
and all that go woke, go broke shit is just so fucked up, yo. Like this is people's livelihood. If you actually took 5 seconds to play Tales of Kanzaro, you will see how much love and attention to detail they put into
reminds me so
this
much
world.
of Ori. I loved it.
Yeah.
I swear, man. It's like Ori, but with representation for my people. I know that might push
outside
some people
outside of the DEI comments and such. I know there was a bit of controversy about the actual tribe and who was being represented there and like the history behind that, and that's fair point to that. But so many people who are gamers aren't going to be aware of that.
Nobody's going to be aware of that.
It's just sad that a game that was put into a service like that, where you have ability to engage without spending anything on top of it, and you just kind of let the game fail because you're too busy playing the games that Sony has told you are the games that you should like. And you're not willing to take a chance on other games.
Not willing to take a chance. And that could have been a game that could have hit hell. I don't give a fuck if you white, if you Hispanic, if you black.
I would have played.
When a story hit home about losing a loved one,
yeah,
I don't care what color. Everybody
I
has
do
dealt
not
with a
care.
loss,
that is universal. That game legit, dude.
What
a tear came down my face. Like
I swear, I get in my feelings right now just thinking about it. Like,
what was that?
That's
it's
why I'm
really good.
They didn't
indie game about the little girl who lost her grandma, and it was like a painting type story game, and that was on GamePass.
It did not come recently.
God. It wasn't that long ago. It wasn't that long ago.
I think it was about 2 years ago, actually. But like, I had just lost my uncle, and when I played that, it was quite like it hit home a lot, and it was such a neat experience, and you got to see how she, like, through the story they told, sort of her grief that she went through to get to where she got to at the end and accepted what had happened. And like, it's not a outstanding, brilliant game by any means when you look at what people deem as amazing games, but the story it told you, the journey you went on, and for anyone who's experienced grief recently, when you're playing that, it does hit different, and it was such a neat experience to go on, even though, like, I was struggling because he was like a second dad to me. But I definitely loved that game, and it was in Game Pass, and it came to Game Pass at the right time for me. And it just helped me so much through seeing that experience and going on that journey. So there are times, like, there are games that do that for you, and I feel like some people just don't give some games enough of a chance. And that's what I love about Game Pass, is you can give it a chance. And that's what annoys me about the people who don't engage with PlayStation Plus the way it should be. And the fact that Sony is basically tying their hands behind their back with PlayStation Plus, because they're 1 foot in, 1 foot out. And you can't have that because the industry is moving to the point where you can't have that, because physical media is moving to the point where, like I said at the beginning of the show, you can't just pick up a game, take it back in 7 days later anymore, because you will be purchasing your games online, and that's how people are purchasing majority of the games now. Physical media is slowly dissipating, and it'll be gone. Just a reality.
Yep. Absolutely, Panda.
And that's why I say people are scared of the future. You know what I mean? But the future is going to happen regardless of if you're ready for it or not.
Got to prepare for it,
Time don't stop for no fucking body. So get ready for a digital future. Get ready for a digital. All that disc shit about to go out the window. More representation is on the way because no matter where you look, you're gonna see diversity. Unless you're Sony. All you gotta do is look at the map.
Panda's doing the bat signal.
Man. Oh yeah. It's time to feed that panda, yo. It's time to feed that panda. When that panda come on the screen, it's that time, man.
It's that time.
Panda starts getting hangry.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta feed the panda.
We want to talk about that last topic, and then we can.
Yeah. I did want to at least mention, and this is just as like another quick subject, and that's A Quiet Place. The road ahead. Is so A Quiet Place is getting a video game, guys, in case you didn't know that. I don't know exactly when it's coming out, but yeah. So if you're into horror games, that sort of thing, kind of like Still Wakes the Deep, that's kind of what this, kind of reminded me of a little bit. A Quiet Place, The Road Ahead will be coming out hopefully either this year or most likely probably next year. I'm not exactly sure when it is, but I'm looking forward to it.
I'm looking, like, I saw the trailer. I'm like, I'll watch people play it. I might give it a go depending how scary it is, like how they build the intensity up. But like thinking back around like this story that was created in a movie and it like took everything by storm, and then they got a sequel, and now it's gone into video games.
Mm-hmm.
You know that is quality there because the story, the concept, the world, there's so many things that you could tell in there, and the creatures, I'm just like, yes.
The creatures are really cool.
The fact that they were like, this would make a great video game, thank you. Even like, was it Edge of Tomorrow would have been a great video game as well.
Yes. Somebody already made a video game like this, but I really like the premise. And then someone said they need to do this for this game, A Quiet Place. And there's a game out there, and I can't remember what it was called, but I saw someone playing it. It's a PC only game. But basically every time you yell or when your decibel level and your mic goes too high, you automatically die. So the game is made to scare the shit out of you. And once you like go, like you scream too high, like you're dead. And someone was like, can you imagine if they did this for A Quiet Place where you're supposed to be fucking quiet? So you have to like, use your voice and be really quiet. And if something scares the shit out of you, you're dead. Like I was like that's actually not a fucking bad idea for this game if they were to do that.
On the glass. And then that creature's like,
right.
Like you're like,
yeah.
But like, even
this might be the one time where the mic in the PS5 controller is actually fucking utilized.
Like you're like,
you know what? I
shouldn't have pulled the controller.
I love that idea though. Like that would be a fantastic idea.
This is an Xbox-centric podcast, but I have to give Sony kudos on the DualSense. That controller is very dope. I played Apex with one of my homies recently on PlayStation, and I asked him, I said, random question, are you using your fucking controllers and mic? He said, yeah. How'd you know? I said, no, I was just wondering. He said, why? Do it sound bad? I said, no, I'm kind of jealous of how good it actually sounds. It didn't pick up none of the game through the background. Yeah. He was playing through the TV. Somehow it isolated his audio. So I'm like, that's very dope. It's just a shame that Sony can't be that innovative when it comes to games.
And they can't get a better battery life.
Yeah, exactly. They put all the innovation.
Thank you, Panda. If he didn't mention the battery life, I was definitely that is the worst fucking battery life.
And the fact that they did like an elite version of the controller, and I'm like, and the battery
hilarious. Is still shit. G Maybe says, same. Yes. Still Wakes the Deep was awesome. Shout out to Next Gen Nero for the performance mode recommendation. Yeah, you do not want to play that outside of performance mode. You definitely is bad, dude. Another recommendation too on that game, I believe if you've put it, if you're like 1,000% or you want all the achievements, you have to put it in Irish Gaelic. Keep in mind for that, because I missed that one and then found out about the Irish Gaelic thing later. So just if you want to 100% that thing, but yeah, shout out to you, G. Maybe thanks, man. For
shout out to everybody that's in here right now too, because Money in the Bank from WWE is on right now. And we still managed to pull in this many people. So that's very fucking dope.
Appreciate you guys. Absolutely.
Appreciate all of you guys. Yeah. That's what I'm about to watch.
Yes, sir.
And fuck you, Reese. I know you've been watching without me.
I
asked him one fucking thing. I said, yo, Reese, can you not watch Money in the Bank and then we just started together after the podcast? That's too much. Did I wish Reese a happy birthday? I think I did.
Yes, you did.
Happy birthday
yes, you
Reese
did.
Again, yo.
Happy birthday, Reese.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to everybody who seems to have a fucking birthday in July for some fucking reason. There's a lot of you guys. So,
Is Reese? Yeah, he's a Cancer too. Reese, I'm a Cancer.
Aww.
It's my birthday next weekend. I won't be on the show
Yes.
though. I won't be on the show.
Reese has been out being a little whore. I hate to put his business out there. Like he's just been out whoring for his entire birthday. We haven't seen him in a Discord.
Good for you, Reese.
We haven't. That's what I said. Right, that's exactly what I said. I said, yo, good for you. You deserve to go slang that thing around every now and again. You know what I'm saying? Go have a good time. Go have a blast. It's your birthday. And back from the dead, my birthday week. My birthday is a week from Monday. Happy birthday!
Let's go. A lot of birthdays, man.
The whole chat. It's everybody's birthday. You know what I'm saying? Happy birthday to everybody whose birthday is coming up, man, for sure. Shout out to all the cancers. I got a soft spot for cancer women. They're toxic as fuck, but I love them.
Appreciate you guys.
Definitely.
All right,
I think happy birthday, Panda. Let me tell you now.
Yeah, we gotta feed the panda.
Happy birthday, Panda.
Yeah. Love you, Panda.
I'm Yobi. I'm the 14th. I'm July 14th.
Happy birthday, Yobi, as well, man.
Yeah, shout out to Yobi, man.
Yobi hooked me up with a nice little gaming headset as well, man. I've been able to fucking game. Now, I do need help with the community. So when I'm in my Xbox party, I'm not hearing the echo, so it don't fucking bothers me. And it don't happen in the Discord. When I go to Discord channels, it don't happen.
I'm not hearing
but
it
either. Echoes. And I'm talking about on Xbox.
Oh, okay.
Like when I'm gaming
in the party chat.
Yeah, when I'm in a game and when I'm in a party chat, yes, Panda. It echoes. So I don't know what the fuck that's about. IMAX, happy birthday, man. 722, man. Everybody's birthday, man. It's a lot of Julys, man. What was y'all parents doing?
Well, I think we know exactly what they were doing. Lighting candles, baby.
We need a birds and the bees conversation with you, Nero.
Hey, I think so, man. It's a lot of R. Kelly babies in here. Like,
well, you see, like, music. You look at it. I'm on the other side of the world, right? So I'm a winter baby.
True.
So it just
that's true.
Just lined up where it lined up.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot it's winter for you guys.
But I get to share my birthday with my best friend every year for the rest of my life. Because having a twin is awesome.
That's super cute.
Having a twin is awesome.
They was definitely getting busy that
It was definitely getting busy. Lots of people getting busy. Yeah.
Talos, happy birthday on the 30th, man.
Yeah, appreciate you, man. Definitely Talos.
Yes,
you just international intercourse.
See, that I did not know.
And it's Pride Month as well, so you know
there
it's
it
really
is.
Like double it up.
Yeah. That's too funny. I think that's it, guys. I think that's it. That's all we got. So just let everyone know where they can find you, Nero.
Next Gen Nero on all platforms. Make sure you subscribe to this channel right here. GamePass Daily. Got more content coming. I got a review for the finals, season 3 coming. I will be reviewing Flintlock. Just dropped the review for Still Wakes the Deep a couple weeks ago. Just dropped the review. What was it? Yesterday, Rhetri, or the day before yesterday? For
a couple days ago.
For the first Descendant. That's doing pretty good. I really would like you guys, if you're listening to this, whenever you do, just go to the channel. Even if you don't watch the reviews, go drop a like because that really helps with the algorithm.
Yeah, it really does.
I put a lot of time into these reviews. And sometimes, Rhetri put a lot. Fuck me, Rhetri put a lot of time into his Game Pass videos. Letting you guys know what's coming. So just go drop a like, man. Even if you can't watch the whole video, we appreciate you guys being here throughout the podcast. But just go drop a like. Next Gen Nero, my personal YouTube channel as well. I'm at 925 subscribers over there, so I'm creeping up on 1K. And my goal for this year was to hit 1,000 before the end of the year. So that's really dope. But yeah, Next Gen Nero on all platforms. This is where you can find me.
Love it. Panda, what about you?
You can find me in the club.
Hey, that's all Panda, man.
You can find me in the club. What?
I want everybody to know Panda is an East Side person. She is an East Side. She is not a West Side person.
No, none of that West Coast. We all about the East Coast over here.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You can find me on Twitter. I mean X. Oh my god, I hate the name X.
Fuck the West.
I hate it too.
It's me every time. You can find me on Xbox Red Dead Panda 871. I will be on First Descendants after the show.
Love it.
And you can't find me next week because I'm not going to be here. But you do have the amazing Next Gen Nero and Rhetri holding it down, and no doubt they'll get some good guests I'm still gonna do the thumbnail for the show because
Aw.
I want to, and I just Nero isn't taking.
Yeah, I deserve a break. I deserve a break. All these 17 thumbnails in, I think I deserve a break. Panda can do it this one time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take I'll give you a break, like my weekend.
So nice of you.
Yeah, so good of me to do that. But yeah, that's where you can find me. And Rhetri, what about yourself? Here,
you know
everywhere.
me. Same place as Nero. Game Pass Daily, guys. You guys can definitely find me there. Appreciate you. In our Discord, of course. Discord's not going away. We are adding more people all the time into that. You guys want to play some games with us and just have fun, like Hypercharge or whatever, First Descendant, whatever. We're playing all kinds of games over there. Halo once in a great while. It's been a while, actually. We will be playing COD and other games like that. So yeah, come join the Discord, man. We have a ton of fun. And we just go in there, we talk shit to each other, and just
Nero
laugh.
On Hypercharge.
We fucking laugh, man. Yeah, it's called completely School Nero. Getting jumped in. Yeah, you might get, initiation jumped into the gang, but that's
we should have a game of Among Us at some point because,
we really should. We definitely should.
We definitely
I won't end up trusting y'all after that.
That's true. It's just a good time. We love it. Yeah. All right, guys. We'll see you on the next episode of the Aim Down Sights podcast. Later. Love you.
In the name of my brother, Yo. Catch y'all later.
100%.